No.
Hello, everybody. I think that was my countdown. Welcome to Legends of Logomancy, the best D&D Pathfinder stream this side of the mountains on a Monday night at 6:15 proper.
There you go. Something like that.
That's what I'll go with that one. Yep. Uh, it's good to have our full cast of players back. Starting off, let's just get right into it and say, Mac, how are you doing tonight?
Oh my.
That's a mood, yeah.
I'm doing well. I finished Scott Pilgrim yesterday.
The new cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh, how is it?
It's pretty sweet. It's a full retelling of the story. So
Fantastic.
if you like the comics or the movie, this is very different.
Oh.
But it's good. It's good. I was a fan. Ramona Flowers is, of course, always still everyone's pixie dream girl.
Yes.
But
Well,
no, it was good. And then, I spent most of my day just editing audio and sleeping to get rid of a migraine, because gotta love that weather change.
Oh yes, very much so.
Yeah.
It's what is it? The Chinook is, I think, coming through probably.
Yeah. But other than that, not too much going on. I bought a bunch of the little forest spirits from Princess Mononoke.
Oh my god, are you gonna put those everywhere?
So the plan is to hide them throughout my house.
Your own house?
Yeah. But I'm gonna just for fun. But then I'm also gonna buy another set of them, and I'm gonna put a little QR code sticker on the bottom that just goes to a website that says keep it or hide it somewhere else, and I'm gonna put them all around town.
Yes.
Oh, cute.
Yes.
Because they glow in the dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
They glow in the dark.
So basically, I'm gonna like wander along the river park with like a little light and get them glowing really bright, and then stick them somewhere, and someone finds it, they can keep it or put it somewhere
Can we
else.
just go and do that? That sounds like an awesome time. Like, let's go and get as many as we can and just put them all over the city and just confuse people. Anyway,
surprisingly cheap. They're like $1 each.
Oh, that's awesome. Tegan, how are you doing?
I'm good. I had an appointment earlier. It's been pretty nice. Just did some, like, I guess, holiday-ish kind of shopping with my mom.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Working on the character for the new game Wednesdays next year. So
nice, very nice. No, that's awesome. Yeah, holidays. Oh god, I don't even want to think about it yet. Why did you say that word? Danny, we're gonna switch over from that. How are you doing? I don't want to think about the holidays.
I'm doing good.
Good.
I did actually spend the day doing grocery shopping with my mom to prepare for holiday stuff.
Yes.
But you're allowed though, because
Pixie,
it's
how
about
you
to be
doing?
Thanksgiving for you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. No, that's you know what? Holidays are a good time, family, all that kind of stuff. Retail hell, it's totally fine.
Glad I don't work retail anymore.
Yeah. Pixie, how are you doing?
It's like, don't talk about the holidays. Don't talk about the holidays.
Oh, I'm okay. I won't talk about the holidays. What holidays?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm unaware of any.
Please.
I'm doing a lot better than last week. The sinus and chest cold was like really, really real last week.
Yeah.
It beat me up pretty bad, but ta-da! Here we are. It's all good.
Yay! We got you back. Glad to see that. Glad to have you back here. It's good to have a full cast of people, especially because I might be throwing something weird at you. You don't know
What?
that.
No, never.
No, never. I'm not gonna try and kill you guys tonight. That's not what my goal is.
I'm just gonna put trees on it all, so beware.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's very fair. But
I'll accept dying if I go in a fiery explosion.
all right. Well, I'll see what I can do here.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. So, without a further ado, let's just do a slight recap of the final, or of the last episode. Because, yeah, a lot kind of happened in the last episode. From tracking down and eliminating some lower kind of gang members and stuff like that, to creating bombs that shoot, what is it called? Stakes into people's hearts, and blowing up a vampire. And, well, I mean, then not killing the vampire, but instead going, cool, you weren't back to being my boyfriend and we're leaving this place. And doing it in a very threatening way, where Damien cannot say no. Love works in weird ways in the land of Carcosa.
Yeah, love.
Love. But we had a awesome plan of a goblin and a fox becoming statues, and somehow Damien, just so out of it, didn't realize that that was in his apartment somehow. Pixie, you missed a bit.
Oh, Danny wrote me, I've got a message in Discord that takes up my entire screen. That's everything that happened. Danny's a great note taker.
Great. Yeah, you know what?
I love it.
It's a very appreciated thing to have a good note takers in these type of games. But yeah, lots and lots of crazy things happening all over the place. But we are going to be finding ourselves back with the crew. You know what? Probably back at the inn that you were staying at, because, well, you guys have found out about Damien's ex-partner in stealing. Not ex-partner. And that she's planning something. And you know that she might be in the catacombs of the city. That's kind of what you guys have learned. But that's really about it, other than that she is planning something and that she bought the souls that were stolen by Damien. And these souls, of course, were the soul jars, if you will, of previous leaders of the Church of the Clockwork Goddess. Magics and mysterious time magics, space magic, and other type of things normally follow this church. And she has them. Or she has 2 of them, I should say. The other 2 have been returned, or have been given to you guys. But this is where you guys find yourselves at the moment. Now that Zap is rested up from making these crazy bombs and probably a plethora of other bombs, probably raring and ready to go back out and trying to find Echo, who may or may not be planning something devious for the city. And this is where we find ourselves. How do you guys want to try and find somebody in this city? You know that she's in the catacombs, but that's about all you've really got right now.
Murder.
I wish to murder here.
You shouldn't be surprised by that at this point.
Well, I mean, surprised by anybody wanting to murder in this place.
It's the witch. I'm not surprised.
Well, it's the witch wants to murder, but also, you know, a couple of other people might want to murder. Or use explosives. Explosives don't explicitly mean murder.
They can just
Exactly.
unintentionally cause it.
They just might, yeah, unintentionally
like-
cause things.
I feel like Astrid is the
You
one
can't try
least wanting to murder a bunch of people.
And kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah,
probably
I
right
was
about
about to say,
that.
Yeah, Astrid's probably, like, yeah, the least wanting to murder somebody, but, you know. But yeah, you guys are together, probably having a couple of drinks at the bar after Damien is recovering upstairs now because his apartment is no longer livable.
Do I
And
do
and he currently doesn't have a working coffin because of Zip.
working coffin or jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who needs
sorry,
one?
Zap. Who needs a jaw? Zap, you were saying. I'm
so
sorry.
am I to understand from Danny's notes that we now know that it was not my fault that the Roan Tower blew up?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct.
Okay. So
Um,
everybody would have come back and told me that right away, I imagine.
Well, when we came
Zip
back,
definitely
yeah.
would have.
Yeah.
Okay. So like Zap is definitely still sitting here like, so you mean to tell me that after all of that, it wasn't my fault and I still got to see the most beautiful explosion ever, and as long as we can take this information to the broader public, then I can probably, I mean, I'll just regain my professional reputation because I mean, it was an excellent explosion that would have done exactly the right job.
Yep.
Oh, this is
And-
amazing.
And yeah, there's definitely a part of it, but there's that's going to take a little while to get that paperwork figured out, but it's definitely a very good step in the right
Just
direction.
that knowledge, like that's enough. Like Zap's like, all right, this is it. I'm not gonna lose my business. Everything's gonna be great.
Yep. And so yeah, there is a joy for you for sure. You are definitely like, yes. I can go continue exploding things in Carcosa. But like I said, we armed with your information, like I said, how do you guys want to try and hunt down this person?
What do we
You said they're
know?
in catacombs, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but they're
the catacombs are huge beneath Carcosa.
What do we
and,
know about this person?
Yes, you do know about Echo. Damien would be able to write down who they are and give a decent explanation on their kind of skills and things like that. You know that they deal with blood magic and other kind of not so great kind of things. You know that they are a changeling, but they do have a preferred form of a tall, slender, dark elf kind of person.
Okay.
Very bluish pale kind of skin, long white hair kind of thing. Almost drow-like, if you will. But that they have a bit of a grudge against society in general. And given opportunity, she might do something dreadful. That's the kind of thing, and Damien definitely helped her with finding a way to do something dreadful. And that was by giving her the two souls.
Well, it kind of
After
feels
that,
like
go ahead, sorry.
kind of feels like somebody who's into like blood magic and stuff would probably want easy access to somewhere they could disappear people. People who wouldn't really be noticed missing. But also, I mean, if she's planning something big, then maybe she wants easy access to, I mean, wherever she can get the highest body counts from what she's planning.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Like that's super smart because it's like, why would you go into the catacombs 500 meters away from where you want to sink into the ground, like a whole level of the city?
Mm-hmm.
I think you are very much so correct that if you want to target a bank, you don't blow up the bank 500 feet away. You'll blow up under the bank.
Well, and also you don't do a ritual in a corridor. You find the more open, connecting area.
Also, Zip feels like if she does blood magic, she's probably gonna want to be somewhere near like a sewer or something, because like even though you're gonna use some of the blood for your symbols and stuff, like, you know, you're gonna have extra blood. You gotta have like a drainage system or something.
Yeah, you know, let's think about the logistics of a blood mage here.
Exactly.
You know, I got so many buckets of blood here, and I only need so much.
See, this is what you get when you run something like this by people in the construction industry.
People always have way more blood than you expect them to.
and yeah, you know what? Carcosa is a large metropolis, and people go missing all the time. It is a city of probably reaching close to 1 million souls that live in it, and continuing to grow constantly. And as this city, basically a city-state, if you will, as it grows and grows and grows, this place would be basically the size of almost like 2 Calgarys, if we're going to use that as an example of size. A massive place. So, yeah, you guys are kind of picking apart these kind of things. So why don't we do a couple of rolls to start this game off? Let's do, okay, there's my roll 20. Jeez. It just, my roll 20 disappeared. So, like, let's say we could go with a society check. I like using the idea of thievery, diplomacy. You have a couple of days to try and figure out where she could be. How do each of you approach this kind of task of trying to find where this is? This is, again, kind of doing that narrowing down of this. And I like hearing everybody's kind of examples of how you would narrow down trying to find somebody in a city this large.
I think that I'd like to make a society check because I think that Zap would have some idea of places to go where there might be like maps, even if they're like sketchy ones of like what's above the city and under the city and that sort of thing. So I think she'd probably like to go see if she can find not a blueprint exactly, but even like a vague idea of what's under the city and where under the city it is.
Okay, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Go ahead and give me that society check. Do you have any other feats or abilities that help you out?
Excellent question. Ooh, I just learned that I actually made more bombs than I thought I did.
Oh no, the goblin made more bombs.
It's like when you create them, create 3 instead of 2. Hell yes.
And I'm gonna say that last session you made some extra bombs, so
okay.
Yeah.
It's not an evil laugh or anything.
No.
Not at all.
Never.
Alright, so
no,
what did
I don't
put
have
that-
anything I don't think that's going to particularly help me with
Okay, that is fine.
this. All right.
Alright, what did you get there?
25.
25.
Dang it.
Okay, so yeah, you start going around, you start trying to talk to different kind of people. You come across a rat folk who's in this kind of little dingier part of town. He's got like actually like a nice suit that he looks like he's kind of made himself. It's got a little bit of patchwork. But you've met this rat folk before, and he has sold you information. And what he has is information about the underground. And so, working with this rat, he goes, so I've got all these little plans. I've got all these little things. And he starts pulling out little books and things like, oh, you need a map, you need a map, you need a map. And he starts just throwing papers out everywhere. And it's this mess of papers on his little kind of sale stand. Meanwhile, on his stand, you can see things like shining oil, like snake oil, other things like he's a con artist. But he knows the underground because he wants to be able to get away from the people he cons. And so he finally produces this map of the underground. I would like you to roll another check for me as you're talking to this rat. Could you please roll me a... This would be... If they don't have it here, they don't have insight here in this game. So what do they call, or what do they use for insight in this? I always forget. You know what? Society would work as well for this because you're just trying to see what they're trying to do, if they're trying to screw you or not.
27.
27. Yeah, no, the map is mostly real. There might be some information that's very outdated, but it's a real map. So you do have a map of the underground.
Okay.
And I did roll a luck check behind me here, and yes, it is mostly a real map as far as you can tell. But like I said, slightly outdated.
Yeah.
So that is a group success. You guys need 3 group successes in this. So feel
As
free.
way of thanks, by the way, I want to leave him one of the blight bombs that I made. I'm gonna because it's like all volatile and toxic in its thing. So Zap will kind of hand it over and be like, here, this is a blight bomb, but feel free to sell it as anything you want. Just don't touch it, that will rot your flesh.
Good chemical mix. And he screws it back on, and he just puts it to the side. And he goes, okay, very good. Oh, and here. And he gives you a cure-all potion, which, put down mysterious potion on your inventory. You don't know what it does. But it is a cure-all.
You just gave me the next name of an NPC in my D&D game I run.
Oh.
You said, before you said mysterious, it sounded like you said Mr. Rias. So I'm gonna have an NPC named Mr. Rias.
Mysterious. Yes, I do like that.
I know what I want to do.
Okay, what's that?
I'm gonna sit in a fancy ass cafe.
Okay.
The newspaper?
And no, this time I'll just be drinking my drinks. But I'm going to find one closest to like what I imagine would be something to drop. So they've already dropped the new tower.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine they're going to want to drop the old tower too, so that nothing stands in the way of, being usable.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of around the core where the tower is, and I'm going to make a few over the course of the days. I'm going to make a bunch of my little shadow spies.
Ah, yes.
And these little homunculuses, the shape of crows. Some are crows, some are like bluebirds, some are whichever. I'm going to send out, and they have a range of 120 feet, so not super far, but I'm going to send a bunch out to look all at once. And
Okay.
then as they come back, I will casually snap their neck and pour the blood into my little saucer and
Yeah.
gain all of their knowledge.
With a pinky
Yes.
out?
Yeah, with the pinky out.
Of course.
The waiter comes by multiple times to refill your coffee or your drink or whatever, and he keeps coming by and he's like, "I swear to God, I keep seeing you drink this," and then he's like, "That's." He keeps leaving.
Actually, as he does this,
Yes.
it doesn't say that only I am the person who can see the things it's learned. So the next time he comes by to fill up, and there's still a little bit of blood left in the glass, I'm gonna say, "Actually, darling, I think there's something wrong with this. Would you mind giving it a taste?"
Oh, certainly, my dear. And he pours a little bit of coffee and he takes a sip.
And as he does that with the blood, he sees and learns everything that this bird saw in like a flash through his brain.
Yeah, so he takes a sip and he's like, "That harlot!" And his head just turns to the side. And he puts the cup down and he goes, "Excuse me." And he takes off his little apron and he just goes, gives it to the owner, and he's just like, "I quit." And he walks out. And as you have a sip and regard this, you found out that the owner was doing some naughty things on the side with certain people that he knew, and that he was scheduled at very specific times to make sure that he was not there. So we have a owner of this cafe who was, not a very good person.
Before this guy storms off,
Yes.
I'm gonna stand up and I grab his shoulder,
Mm.
and I'm gonna lean in, and I'm going to whisper. I'm gonna whisper, you know, darling. Sometimes violence is very fulfilling when someone's wronged you. And
Can you roll me a diplomacy check?
I guess I could do that, since you asked me so nicely.
Thank you.
Diplomacy. There you are.
27. He breathes in and breathes out and goes, "You're quite right." And he turns around and goes back in, and about 2 minutes later, you hear shouting and then bottles breaking as there's a kerfuffle behind the bar.
I am now sitting at an outdoor table, just sipping, smiling.
Yes. As for the information you gain, because, you've been doing this all day, you get a lot of useless information. Like, I mean, the birds are flying around. They're doing all sorts of things and scurrying about. But you do find that some of the workers who have been clearing debris from the tower that has been downed, that have been going missing. Near ends of shifts, things like that, there seems to be a person who doesn't report to work the next day. There seems to be a couple of people in the area that are just like, "Oh, this is really weird. I haven't seen so-and-so in a couple of days. Oh, have you seen Jerry? No, I haven't seen Jerry at all." And things like that. So you're finding that in the area around the tower that was felled, that people have been slowly going missing.
Noted. Noted. We need
Astrid?
one more success.
Yes. Astrid, Zip.
I will be right back.
Okay. How would you guys like to do
Well,
this?
that I think I do have a plan then.
Okay.
I would like to use my Eyes of the City. So
Yes, the Eyes of the City.
so I'm going to talk to some people, I guess, closer to where the towers are, and just kind of ask them if they've seen kind of the same person or people coming in and out of like one specific entrance to the catacombs.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and roll that, please.
Where's my site? Yeah. Ooh, that's not a good. I got a 14.
You try and talk to people around the city, and you kind of get, not so much great information. You get workers who are talking about a couple of different, people that they know that haven't been appearing, but it's basically all kind of very similar information to, what, Cordelia was getting.
Okay.
You basically you got the same information. And you're like, oh, that was useful.
Thanks, guys.
So it's just you just get very similar information. You don't get anything new.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not great, but
No.
no.
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Zip.
Zip has a different idea of where to look for information.
Ooh, I like that.
The Bronze Empress. Does she have? Is there like a central like location in Carcosa that like the Bronze Empress would be like, not necessarily a castle, but something kind of like that?
Yes, she has a giant airship in the sky.
Okay, so she has that, but she has nothing on the ground.
Nothing on the ground other than, like some barracks for soldiers
Okay.
and stuff like that, and like official guards of the city and things.
Okay.
But and obviously there are some like the families kind of represent her down on the ground.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think then Zip instead is going to, even though people have been going missing from around the tower, he's still not sure that that's where her base of operations would be, like where she's planning to do something. So instead, I think he's going to look around. He's going to rely on some of his, rogue thing and sneak around, in like the richer side of town.
The richer side of town. Okay.
And try to, like, where the more important people would live, and just see if there's any, like, hidden entrances to places, or, like, a sewer entrance that's been used really a lot, or something.
Okay. So this is a little bit of looking for information in a bit of a different way. You're trying to eliminate areas, I feel.
Yes.
Okay. So then you can give me a thievery or a stealth kind of thing, as you're kind of investigating. I'll give you that. Yeah. I'll allow one of those two.
Thievery 25.
Thievery 25. All right. So, as you start to go around the city, you start to investigate some of the richer kind of areas, just maybe north of the Feld Tower, basically. Kind of, this is where, like, the rich families of Carcosa exist. This is places where the Corvus family and other, like, influential people of the court kind of exist. And yeah, you start kind of doing look-arounds and things like that, and you find not only entrances to the catacombs and other places, rusted, locked, patrolled by guards. Like, there is no entrance in this area that is opened. And it looks like nothing has been opened for a very long time. Like, you watch the guards walk away from a certain house, and then you go and investigate. And when you get there, you take a look at the lock. It has not been touched. You can see that there's rust on the gates that hasn't been moved. Like, you know how sometimes rust almost looks like it grows over metal?
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing that all over the place in these catacomb entrances. There is one that looks like it has been opened recently, but you can tell that this has been a like a maintenance crew has been there, kind of thing like that. Like, there's no red herrings here. You scour and you determine that it is south of the tower.
Okay.
So basically, you cut out like the entire north part of the city.
Okay.
So, yeah, with all the information that you guys have kind of gathered, you are realizing that it is, at least she is coming out from somewhere near the Feld Tower. And kind of operating down in that area. And yeah, so you guys, with all the information you pull together, with the map of the catacombs, you're able to just basically take a look at the catacomb map and you go, oh, hey, this is an older map, but I know that this entire area has not been used. Which there's like sometimes those bigger gaps in the map, and you're like, yeah, there's no way anybody could operate like knowingly in between these two areas. And you guys all work together and go, cool, we have an area that is explorable now of these catacombs. I'm just trying to see, like, do we wait for Mac or do we just try and continue here? Well, I will let you guys make the decision then.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Just as soon as I say that.
I was listening.
What are we able, like, what part of the city are the catacombs we've narrowed it down to underneath?
So basically you have the two towers, or like the one tower that was there, and the old tower. You have that area and like this central part of the city, basically.
Okay.
Is the best way how to put it. Like, so you have like a 5-6 kilometer radius that you could check. That would be like, yeah, if somebody was doing something down here, we should be able to see this area.
Okay.
But yeah, so you guys have narrowed it down to this place, basically. And yeah, so you guys are at the tower, and I'm gonna roll something here that you guys should not be able to see yet. Okay. So, depending on how long you guys want to spend on trying to search fast, slowly, or whatever your thoughts are on this. But I have a certain amount of time that I just rolled that you guys have before something may happen. Depending on how long you want to take searching these catacombs, 4 to 6 kilometers of catacombs to explore is still a lot to explore. Because they're not the easiest to navigate. In fact, some people have gone missing for creatures and other things that are down there. Lots of things go bump in the night in Carcosa. And the fact that it's almost always night in Carcosa, or feels like it, there's lots of things that go bump. So, you have your area. You have some time, maybe, to explore. Do you want to be slow and methodical? Or do you want to be rushing through?
I mean, it's like, you know. I'm keen to just pass without a trace and then go normally, but there's no point in walking slow if you don't have to, darling.
No.
I thought I had a feat that would help with this, but it's actually something that makes me take longer.
Oh, I do have a feat actually, feather step, so I can walk carefully and quickly.
Ah. And I would say, because this is like you guys are kind of exploring together, you could easily kind of just plan it out that way, where you could be leading and stuff like that down there. But we're gonna have just kind of a decision.
Yeah, because what I have is I take twice as long to search. So let's see, to a maximum of 150 feet per minute to check everything. And if I do, I gain a 0.2 circumstance bonus to my perception checks to see. But it takes longer.
Okay. So this action would basically be like you're looking and you're trying to find things, but you're taking your time with it.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
literally called thorough search.
Thorough
So-
search. Okay. So that being said, like I said, you have a certain amount of units of time. You all have actions that you can do in that unit of time, but like I said, there's a certain amount before things get, if you will, forced.
I think I will, at the very least, hold on to thorough search until like maybe we've started searching the catacombs and it seems like we're getting to somewhere where there's a possibility that we're getting close to something with Echo, and then I can use, if I feel like we have enough time, I can do thorough search then and make sure we're not missing anything.
Okay. I like that. Okay. But like I said, where do you guys want to start? Because do you guys want to start at the kind of the Feld Tower, the old tower, the kind of party, not party grounds, but like the fairgrounds kind of area, like that was in front? Like, where do you guys kind of want to go? Is what I think I'm trying to ask here.
I mean, my impulse would be either under the old tower or if there is like just a square that is like where like everyone gathers for X things, where like announcements are made from, where
Public
like,
executions, things like
big old Christmas tree at the right time of year. all that stuff.
No, there's no holidays in Carcosa. There's no holidays. There is no retail hill. So
No. There can be holidays. There's just a law in Carcosa that if you are rude to retail employees around a holiday, they get to punch you in the face. No consequences.
I
you know
love
what?
this law.
I don't mind this law. This is a great law.
Just speaking as someone who's worked the Christmas season and Boxing Day at West Edmonton Mall.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I mean, that's better than my suggestion is that all the retail workers are just thralls, like at the bank. Oh my god.
Just the whole
Hi,
smiley.
welcome to
And there you have the
Starbucks.
differences between me and Danny.
What can I get you today? So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm kind of leaning towards like the square or whatever as well.
Okay. So let's do some. Is the party agreeing with that then?
I'm fine with the
Yeah.
square. Yeah.
Okay, going to the square. So the square is bustling. There is people moving about. You see carts of rubble being taken away. You see tons of workers moving about. They're setting up some kind of next event. It looks like there's some kind of circus coming to town. As you see all sorts of different kind of worker, or like, there are some caged animals off to the side. There's tent material getting pulled in, and yeah, just some kind of giant circus here. So I would love some perception checks from everybody as we're going through. Perception checks, or what are you guys kind of looking out for? Things like that, as you guys are starting to move through the square.
I think I kind of want to look for maybe like an area people are kind of avoiding.
Okay. Okay.
Like whether
so
it's
you're...
subconsciously or not, like they just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if it's an area that usually would be kind of crowded, but like maybe now people are getting an uneasy feeling.
Okay.
While they're doing that, I want to look for the opposite. I'm going to look for people that look out of place in an area they shouldn't be.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Cordelia, you rolled, so I'm going to answer that one first. As you're kind of looking around and you're looking at all the different kind of people moving about and running around. Yeah, there's the carnies that you're starting to see. This seems to be a bit of a weird kind of group of carnivals, carnival people. You're seeing races that you've probably maybe never seen in Carcosa before. You're seeing these weird orbs that are covered by trees and branches and stuff like that. That looked like these weird constructs of nature. Actually, go ahead and give me or actually not a knowledge check. What would that be? That would be a actually, you know what? Probably nature, arcana, or society. Actually, no, society doesn't really work for that because it's nature or arcana. Cordelia?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you say my name during that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Cordelia, if you could, please give me a nature or arcana check.
Yes, absolutely. That is no problem. Where the hell do you do a nature check on these sheets, though?
It's there.
Oh, I see it. Never mind. I'm doing
yeah.
arcana.
Okay.
29.
All right.
Do I want a
29.
plus 7 or a plus 13?
Ooh.
Fair.
So, you know this as a Konrasu. Konrasus are shards of cosmic force giving consciousness whose constructs are intricate exoskeletons of like branches and different kind of like natural things. Sometimes they could be rock, but basically it's almost like a floating sphere. And this is an intelligent race, and you have never seen one inside of Carcosa before.
Interesting.
But it maybe came with the carnival.
Can I roll like an occultism on this?
Go ahead.
19.
Okay, what are you hoping to ask, or like what are you kind of hoping to find out?
I'm gonna like hold out. I'm gonna conjure my cheeky, my leshy, and I'm just gonna like hold it in front of it.
Okay.
and be like, darling, I've never heard of you. Well, I've heard of you, but never seen of you before. Is there anything you can do that would allow me to communicate with you? I'm fascinated by you.
Yeah, so this thing kind of like changes, and like this orb that's kind of in the center, it almost looks like an orb of stars, and the stars almost feel like it focuses on you. And it kind of just communicates to you, and it's almost like it's just speaking to you. You don't know if it's using words or not, but it's like it's talking to you. And it goes, I communicate with you. What may I help you with?
Well, darling, I am looking for a unique individual. Someone who can change shape, but also has a lust for blood and destruction and may or may not want to, end your life and everyone else all around you. Now, if you are part of this, then I would like to know so that I can join. But if you're not a part of this, then I'm a little worried and I would like to find out how to stop.
It's kind of moves, and the stars kind of move with it, and it goes, well, you came to the right creature. And it looks, and it feels like it's looking at you almost immediately. And it pulls, like a branch goes forward almost like it's a bowl. And it's like, please, I may be able to scry for you.
Well, I've never said no to something penetrating my mind before. Go ahead, darling.
It then puts the bowl a little bit more forward and goes, I do have to provide for the circus. Any donation will do.
Oh, darling, absolutely. And I take out a coin, single coin, and I say, look, I don't really have much of a use for this moving forward, darling, so you can have this. Now, this is called a magnet coin. Okay? Basically, you stick it in a bag of coins, and it will teleport the rest of the remaining coins into your hand.
And you feel it almost has its eyebrow raised in this kind of starry feeling that you get. And this Konrasu looks to you and goes, very well. Who is it that you look for?
I just forgot her name.
Echo.
Echo. Darling, I'm looking for an echo. Not the kind that happens when you yell in a cavernous place, of course. A person, a creature, a being named Echo.
The type of the echo is smart speaker.
Founder.
You just had to name your character after the device that sits on my computer desk, didn't you?
Hilarious.
It did say though the type of is a smart speaker. So I mean, is this true too? Is this thing speaking to me?
Well, I mean, kind of. That's what it feels like. It feels like an echo inside your head. And almost as this vibrate, like you get this feeling of a vibration, almost like musical instrument, almost, as you kind of see this magical flare. You know magic. And this is very much some kind of oracle that stands before you. And it divines as you drop the coin into this little bowl it has, and it like closes up and it pulls it back into itself. The stars start moving, and you start seeing faces in this orb that it is. And as the faces move and start to kind of form different faces and structures. You see multiple people, and the orb starts just going, "This is an interesting being, very troubled. They are close, but deep. They are nearby." And as the orb does this, you kind of see the roots of this structure kind of start to penetrate into the cobblestone beneath you. And as it kind of reaches out, it stops at a certain point. And then it goes, "Oh, we should not be setting up today." And yeah, you see it just kind of like the stars reappear, and it goes, "It has a very powerful artifact. If you are seeking this person, I would do it fast." And he goes, "I do not have an exact location, but it is nearby and beneath us."
Sounds like most of my partners.
I regret going that deep into your mind. And no, it basically just states that wherever the catacombs will lead you, you'll be basically beneath where you are.
Okie doke.
But then it looks at you and it goes, "I must tell the ringleader we must pack up and leave. Good day."
Okay.
And you see it like the roots just kind of move across the cobblestone. And it's like this weird kind of like almost snake-like wood as it kind of just goes across the cobblestone top.
Perfect. I'm going to wait like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of say out loud under my breath, I go, "Well, I mean, if they're not performing today, then my donation was for nothing." And I'm going to recall the coin back to my hand. But as I do so, I can teleport up to 3 D10 coins with it.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
So
Go ahead and roll that 3d10.
in my brain, them learning that they should leave is payment enough.
That's fair.
So I get 7 gold.
Well, actually, let's think about this for a second. 7
Okay.
coins, it says,
Coins.
correct?
True.
Okay, all right.
I always just think of D&D, everyone uses gold.
Well, yes, but at the same time, this basically just went into the coffers of this circus, if you will. Let's see here.
Where people are going to be tossing like really low denomination coins. Here's the last of the change in my pocket.
Yeah,
Or
oops.
big ones if they really love
No,
clowns.
no.
It's true.
Okay, well,
There's
you
no in
get
between.
you get 4
Thank you,
copper.
Clown Daddy. Here's an
Yeah.
electrum.
You're fired. You
Leaving.
get 4. You get 4 coppers, 2 silver, but I rolled extremely well on the last coin, and you find yourself a platinum piece.
Ooh, someone
Yay.
really likes clowns.
Or, you know, the circus was compiling some money together at some point, or somebody, really, really likes clowns. And you
Man,
see
I'm not-
off in the corner, somebody from one of the very large households, actually probably one of Astrid's cousins or something like that, with a shirt on that says "I love clowns," and a little balloon.
Told you.
Yeah.
Someone's walking around like, "Clown Daddy, where is my clown daddy?" Blow me up a balloon, clown daddy. Twisted into the shape of my familiar clown daddy.
Oh,
Anyway,
so uncomfortable.
I would like it when you wear the big red makeup, Mr. Clown Daddy.
Daddy, clown daddy. All right, enough about clown daddies. And
That's my next
So-
character.
that's your next character.
I'm not playing the next game with Mac.
I'm just gonna make like a sexy version of that clown from One Piece.
Oh,
Bugsy.
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 Anyway.
And I'm gonna make sure my name is Clown Daddy, so that's what you have to say. Like, what do you want to do, Clown Daddy? That's what you're gonna have to say.
Yep. Anyway. Oh,
That was an experience.
that was an experience. Welcome to Pathfinder. No, that can happen in any RPG game. So, was there anything else that you guys were wanting to check? You now know that it is closer to the central kind of area, from a very weird stone that talks but doesn't talk and sounds like a marumba, if you will.
I'm gonna find these other people and explain what I've been told.
Okay. So, is anybody else wanting to do any other kind of checks before Cordelia reaches them?
I don't know. I feel like that information is important before doing something else.
Okay. So, yeah. Cordelia, you find the other three. They're just kind of prepping equipment for going down and stuff like that into the catacombs.
Mm-hmm.
You inform them, and yeah, you guys are pretty much, as you have a lot of information. What would you guys like to do?
I mean, we've used some spells. We don't have a
Mhm.
lot of. Actually, no, we haven't used spells yet.
No.
This was the day after all the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yada yada. I mean, darlings, there's no point in wasting time. We might as well just go for it. We're going to die regardless. Why waste time on death? She's a fickle bitch, and we should not give her more satisfaction than she deserves.
Yep. All right. So, is the party agreeing to go start searching the catacombs?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you guys find one of the entrances to the catacombs nearby, this is a pretty regularly used entrance by workers into the sewer system and into the catacombs below the city. The dark here is thick with that musty, gross smell of chemicals. As you see sludge, basically, and other chemicals from factories and things like that start moving down. The kind of underground-like creatures seem to be moving through. And we enter into the catacombs. And as you guys are moving through this, I would like some stealth checks, as you don't really want to alert any of the creatures that are here.
Mm-hmm. Now, my base step doesn't say anything about giving advantage. It just says that I am able to step carefully and quickly, and I can step into difficult terrain.
Mhm.
But if I can step carefully and quickly, what am I doing for stealth?
So for that basically just means that you can just walk through anything. Like, you're able to, like, there is no terrain difficulty for you. Like, you are walking down here like you would walk on a normal street. Like, what I mean, and what that kind of does for you here is everybody else is having to clamber and climb over crap, basically. Like, any kind of sludge, any kind of things like that. You have no movement difficulties down here at the moment. There's nothing that is prevalent at this exact moment, but if something comes up, say a reflex save is needed or anything like that, you will not have any kind of negatives to that because you have freedom of movement.
Cool. I will. I don't know if I should waste a spell past without a trace. Fuck it. I'd rather fight if I fuck up. I'll just roll my regular stealth.
All right. Can I have everybody please
will
roll
be-
stealth for me then?
I almost hit survival.
Not great.
Okay. Now there's a thing to be said here.
Yes.
Because this is a group stealth check. Because
That's probably a good thing.
you're all together, and I don't believe in if one person fails, the entire party fails. I don't play by those rules because
I don't
think-
subscribe to those norms.
I don't, because you know what? You're working together as a group moving through, and it was a 3 out of 4 success that you needed. Cordelia, you are wanting to find this person. You have no patience for this. You want to get out of Carcosa at this point. You are wanting to travel with your vampire boyfriend to a new land. You want this done. You are running. You're not running, but you are moving with purpose. And with purpose, you are being a little bit louder, a little bit less careful. But your other party members are moving ahead of you, causing you to slow down. And what that is doing is that is what the success is. The 3 other successes cover up the 1 failure. So, and also the fact that you got a 7 when I set the DC at 17, or no, not 17, at like 15, you don't get a critical fail and it doesn't count as 2 failures.
Rolled high enough just to win.
Just to win. And as you guys go through, you guys are moving through this place, and you see some gnarly beings. And one of the things that you kind of see is this sludge elemental that has literally been formed from all of this toxic and chemical waste just slowly go past you guys. And it's this ginormous thing of just ichor and black goo. Just, and whenever you see it just kind of moving, you just see like a drip of acid just touch the concrete and sizzle as it walks past. These are the things that go bump in the night down here.
Can I?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna look at Zip and Zap, and I'm gonna say, you know, I've heard tales of toxic sludge giving your kind special powers. Might not hurt to try some.
Zap just kind of stares and blinks for a minute and is finally like, I'm a goblin, not an idiot.
And Zip is just gonna be like, and I've already tried it once and it was not that good.
You were gonna say that?
I was bedridden for weeks, okay?
All I'm saying is your loss.
As you guys wait... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
There's just one thing I want to say that as we're going through down here, just in case it comes up, I have the trap finder feat. So, even if I'm not searching, I still get a check to find traps that normally require you to be searching.
Okay.
So,
You
Even
can
if
go
we're
ahead
not
and
on
roll
the
a check
lookout for traps, I might still, be able to notice them.
then. Okay, well then, yeah, you know what? Go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay. Let's see. So that would just be like a perception.
Perception, yeah.
9.
You don't perceive anything.
If I'm looking for traps, I get a whole +1 circumstance bonus, so it's a 10.
It is a 10. You know what? That's fair. What's your marching order?
Oh god.
I'm just curious.
That's a good question.
I'm not in front. I would never put myself in front.
No, Cordelia's in the back.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm never in the back either.
In the middle.
I
Middle
am comfortably in the second back.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I thought.
I feel like Zip would be in the front.
And Zap at the back, maybe? We like bookend the group.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Then
All right. Then Astrid
I guess I'm
and
second.
Astrid and Zip, please do give me reflex saves.
Reflex. Okay.
Yeah, reflex saves.
I got a lovely 27.
Nice.
33 and 27.
Nice. Love
As you
that.
guys
Zip.
are walking down, and you're kind of just marking walls as you go, because you know what, you guys are adventurers. You know what you're doing. You're marking like X's on walls and stuff like that, so you can mark your way out. I'm just gonna take that as that's a granted thing that adventurers do as they go. You write an X without looking at the wall, and then as soon as you look back over, under your breath, you just say, fuck. As you realize that you just crossed over a dried blood red symbol on the wall.
Uh-oh.
As your chalk brush, or as your chalk lifts from the wall, this red energy just shoots out from the wall. You're just able to duck in time. Probably singeing you a little bit. The both of you. And you guys take 5 damage apiece.
Everybody?
Nope, just the front two.
No.
That is half damage, what you guys got. As this red energy just kind of shoots out from the wall. And then, looking back at the wall, it's dried blood. And you guys continue down. And as you go through this winding path of this sewer / catacombs kind of thing, it starts to get a little bit drier. Random question. Does anybody have a keen sense of smell?
I think I would.
Yep, I think you would. So you get a circumstance bonus to this, but roll me perception.
21 plus whatever you give me.
Yep, so I'm going to say it's +4, so yeah, 25. You smell fresh blood. It is kind of all over the place, basically. But you kind of get a direction, basically. And it gives you a bit of a guiding path, basically, as you start to move through these catacombs. And so you're kind of like, yes, let's go this way, this way.
I may not be a toucan, but I'm going to follow my nose.
Perfect. As your body lifts up from the ground and you start following this red line going through. As you start
Fucking rabbit runs through and he's like, "It's not for kids."
Yeah, this Haragon is a really weird looking Haragon too. It's half plant, half rabbit. No,
They're not children, they're goblins.
I was just thinking that.
Sorry, I just realized my mic was very off to the side there. And as you guys slowly and surely make your way through this cavern, you're starting to feel this almost... Actually, you know what? Those who have Arcana, go ahead and roll it for me. As a trained skill, I should say.
Okay.
At least trained.
I wasn't gonna roll anyway. Like, it's shit, I'm not doing that.
26.
26.
16.
16 and 20. All right.
I
So
want to roll just for funsies now.
yeah. What did you get?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, they didn't roll. Yeah, so
9.
9.
That's not bad. Untrained. Could have been worse.
That feeling of permeating magic. It's almost like when it hits you, it kind of just goes like that sense of magic, that almost sixth sense that natural spellcasters have. You feel that enter your body, and it's almost as if you feel sluggish and slow. I would like a will save from everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody.
22.
But there's a
Everybody.
circumstance bonus for you,
Everybody.
Cordelia. And Zip.
Where's my will check?
Under saving. Near the top of the character sheet.
21.
Okay.
Plus whatever bonus you're giving me.
Yep.
And give me a good bonus, Dungeon Daddy.
I might. Is that everybody's? Yes, that is everybody's.
Yep.
So, anybody who got under 20, so I'm really sorry, Zap,
Aw.
you will be getting Clumsy 1 for a little bit.
Okay.
Clumsy 1 in Pathfinder. Let me just make sure I've got the right rule here.
That would be important, yes.
Yes,
No,
just
give
making
us
sure
the
I got
wrong
this.
one.
Yeah.
Only if it helps.
You take a status penalty equal to the condition value to dexterity-based checks, including AC, reflex saves, attack range rolls, and skill checks. As you kind of feel your body slow, almost. It's not like you become clumsy, but that's the best way to kind of describe what happens. It almost feels like your reflexes have slowed slightly.
I like that I can just turn on the condition on this.
Yeah, the sheets are actually really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, it feels like it's like, okay, that feels weird. Have you ever tried playing a game through OBS before?
No.
So when you play a game through OBS, it's got like a 0.5 second delay.
Okay.
That's what everything feels like to you.
Okay.
Where there's like a literal 0.5 second delay.
Yeah.
That's
So
happening.
basically, Zap is walking along like, I didn't hit my head. Why do I have another concussion?
Yep.
Because you just know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's what it feels like. It feels like that. And you slowly start to move through this place. I will allow you to do a couple of will checks a little bit later on to try and get rid of this condition. But with that check that you did, Cordelia, the Arcana check that you did a little earlier, you basically dock this as there's time magic in the area that is being massively used at the moment.
Hot.
And you guys move further in. And this is where you start to see a little bit more light starting to, like, you start seeing some torches and other things off in the corridors here. And
Okay.
You can't do it in the dark.
no. And you start seeing down in the muck that's flowing. You guys start seeing like almost like the black is becoming this brown almost. Like another color is getting mixed in. And the further along you get, that brown becomes lighter and lighter and lighter.
I was just thinking.
And you're starting to see red.
See, I told you, extra blood.
Extra blood. You need a way to get rid of it. Totally fair. This is a logistical blood mage that we're dealing with here. And that's when you start to see this catacomb kind of start to open up. And as it's opening up, you are starting to see lights. You're starting to see more and more symbols. And go ahead and give me another trap check, if you will, Zip. Oh.
That's better.
Nope, don't care. Sorry, I was getting a call and I was like, oh, is this an important call? And I looked down and it says, suspected spam.
Yeah, you can go to voicemail.
You can go to voicemail. I do not care.
What if it was your weekly spam provider?
I don't really want to talk to my weekly spam provider. I have enough spam in my fridge right now.
What they all say.
I don't like spam. My voices in my head are telling me not to refrigerate my spam. And as we, and as you, sorry, what did you get on that trap check? I can't Perception 23
plus whatever, plus 1 circumstance bonus.
You stopped the group multiple times as you were going along, and you get them to avoid all these little blood marks that you can specifically see now along the walls, along the floor. You're able to find ways how to brush them off so they don't activate. And you go, cool, sigil magic, great. Not a thing I really, really want to deal with. And you get deeper and deeper, and as soon as this opens up, you guys are greeted to this open room. As there are at least a dozen bodies hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, fun.
And a few others along the ground. With... I don't want to go into too many gory details, but if you've played Baldur's Gate 3, you probably know the group I'm talking about, and things like that. As there is...
When you're saying BG3, you're talking like the sewers?
Yeah.
You're talking like the...
Yeah.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah, I know. As there is just these intricate patterns on the wall and of symbols, marks, and you know what, Cordelia, go ahead and give me a Arcana check as you are kind of looking into this room.
So, 17.
You can gather that these are... You don't really do much symbol magic. Yours is hexes and stuff like that. This is most likely things like protections and wardings and other type things. And then as you look on the ground in front of you, there are grooves that follow very similar patterns. But in the center of the room, you see on a pedestal an egg. It is this metallic looking egg with these intricate patterns of bronze inlays almost.
Would this egg look like something Damien had stole and had shown me post airship ride?
He described it to you because he did not take it. But yes,
Right.
This would be something that was described to you for sure.
I'm gonna kind of turn back to the group and I just go, well, the thing you see in front of you, darlings, is a copper dragon. Now,
Yep.
let's just hope its mother's not here because it would be very pissed. Or do we kill the mother?
No, the mother's been dead for a very long time. This is
Right.
the sibling to the Bronze Empress.
Right. What protected it though in our campaign?
You had found it in a secure chest, basically.
Yeah, but we fought a
and-
big creature there.
Oh yeah, you fought the uncle.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Some of its family members might be still alive, darling, so watch the corners of the wall.
And up above, you see a figure almost casting a spell as blood is dripping from their hands onto a soul phylactery in front of her. As you see Echo seeming to be, her whites of her eyes are showing as blood is dripping onto this soul canister, if you will. And the blood is glowing this vibrant, it almost has blue, the soul jar is basically leaking out and dotting the blood with this bluish, tealish glow as it's going through and slowly becoming part of this.
Okay. That's pretty hot.
Don't know if
And speaking in some kind of language that you some kind of demonic or something along those lines of, yeah. And you notice, actually everyone can give me a perception check if they want to.
16.
11.
Perception checks. 21.
All right, Cordelia and Zap. I'm gonna get this mixed up. I'm surprised I didn't get it as bad as I thought. Cordelia and Zap, you notice beside that one soul phylactery that is draining is another one that has been cracked and emptied.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Would
you
I
notice that-
know?
Go ahead.
Okay, would I know with my abilities what that means?
Certainly. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana.
I will. And I'm going to make it such a good roll by hyping it up before I roll it that it's not going to be embarrassing when it's terrible. Yay, 32.
All right. You know instantly.
Yeah, terrible roll. Jeez.
Terrible roll.
God.
Jeez. You know instantly that was used as a spell component, and that this was used a few days ago because there is no residual energy left in that. You can kind of see that with your powers that was used Oh, how long ago was that the tower blown up? Oh, about a week ago now.
Hmm.
You can tell that that energy has been dispersed for at least a week or so.
Okay.
And
Well,
yeah, she is an Echo, because you've met Echo before, and you can
Yeah.
see her across the way as this ritual is happening.
Cool.
Oh no. Why are you laughing?
So-
Why are you laughing?
I'm just debating what dumb shit to do right now.
Honestly,
Um,
my first thought was the trees.
Me
That was
too,
my
I was
first
like,
thought too.
"Tree on 'em."
But a fireball is also really effective.
Ooh,
It
true.
is.
So that's kind of where my humming is coming from. Is
You are
do
not
I
at,
fire?
yeah, you would have to move into the room and be noticed to be able to cast from where you are currently.
Well, I'm going to get low for a second and I'm gonna try and stealth a little bit closer into the room.
Okay, you'll give me a new stealth check then.
17.
Okay. As you walk in, the whites of her eyes become solid again. She's still holding up her hand as the blood is basically dripping down from her elbow onto the phylactery, if you will. And she looks and looks to you. Cordelia! It's good to see you, friend.
As she says that, so we're not in combat, right? So there's not action points per se.
No, not necessarily, but she might
Cool.
determine you to be a threat.
Sure. As we enter, she's still doing this. I go, darling, you do realize that I'm still living here, and I don't exactly want this place to disappear.
Oh.
I'm not here to stop you. I'm just curious as to why.
The dragons and the Age of Dragons needs to end. That is the major reason.
But why the city, darling?
The city is merely their plaything. I wish to take that from her.
Okay. And I go, well, in that case, why not do a little bit more? And I kind of put both my hands up. And because we're not in combat and I don't have action restrictions, I'm going to summon 2 trees at the same time.
On her?
As one kind of like vroom, vroom, as I stack 2 trees down on top of her, because I have no time for losing an entire city before I've had a chance to gather my things.
Like, destroy it, but let me get out first, please.
Okay. So, yeah, you are going to initiate combat, basically, is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well then. As the first tree begins to fall, she's not prepared for that. So go ahead and you can cast the spell.
Okay.
What does it need for that again?
They have to make a reflex save.
A reflex save. Got it. Boop. And she just kind of moves out of the way, like, pretty quickly, even although she's bleeding. And she closes her palm.
What about tree number 2 falling her way?
Tree number 2, she just does that, and she counterspells it.
A counterspell, a cantrip? I'll take that. I'll wipe out her spell level.
Well, yeah, it counterspell works a little bit differently in Pathfinder. But anyway, and I mean,
How's she kind of like?
Go ahead, sir.
What? as she like dodges both the trees, I go, yeah. I guess I know defeat when I've seen it. You're far more
Choose.
powerful than I thought. But whatever will I do, darling? You are unbeatable.
You are such a bullshitter. As she kind of holds her hand out, a ball of blood begins to form, but we are going to go to break quickly here before this combat starts. So, we will be back in about, I want to say, 8:05 to finish off this last chapter of Carcosa. But before then, I welcome you all to Pathfinder 2e. This game is a bit of a silly game sometimes, and there's always so much fun happening. So, what will happen when we come back?
Lots of options.
Lots of options. There might be some explosions, some tree falling, things like that. We don't
Just
know
the
yet.
normal.
Just the
There
normal.
better be some explosions.
There shall be, probably, because there's two goblins who love explosions here.
Yes.
So, to our maestro, if you don't mind putting us to a bit of a break.
else, what can I tell you of the world? I want you to have it all. Want you to trust yourself and fear no fall. Want you to turn out to be so much better than me. I want you to have it all. Oh, the places you'll go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hands and your sword at your side. Oh, the mountains you'll move, oh, the tears you'll cry, oh, the places you'll go. Little love of mine. No, I can't promise you'll be safe. I can't promise you won't lose your way. But I promise you now, you'll get through it somehow, and you'll laugh about today. I can offer you this song for you to listen to when things go wrong. And then maybe you'll know how I love you so, and find a way to stay strong. Oh, the places you go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. Oh, the mountains you'll move, oh, the tears you'll cry, oh, the places you'll go. Little love of mine. Oh, the places you'll go. Little love of mine. Little love of mine. Oh, the places you'll go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. Oh, the mountains you'll move, oh, the tears you'll cry, oh, the places you'll go. Oh, the places you go with your eyes so wide, with your heart in your hand and your sword at your side. Oh, the mountains you'll move, oh, the tears you'll cry, oh, the places you'll go. Little love of mine. After the windstorm, after the dream, stuck back in Kansas, she wants to scream. They say she's crazy, and maybe they're right. Far worse than lions and bears, she's cursed with visions at night. They tell her you've got a destiny, somebody you're supposed to be. Far from the small town, there's answers waiting to be found. So she lies awake, thinking there's been some mistake, crying her eyes out, begging for help. She's shouting, I want a new brain, I want a new heart. I'm sick of feeling, failing and falling apart. I want the courage to make a new start. Time after time I flip from fine to failing and falling apart. I want a new brain, I want a new heart. I want the courage. Time after time I flip from fine to failing and falling apart. Time marches onward, cruel as can be. Stuck in the real world, nothing comes free. denies the voices at night. They tell her you've got a destiny, somebody you're supposed to be. Far from this small town, there's answers waiting to be found. So she lies awake, thinking there's been some mistake, crying her eyes out, begging for help. She's shouting, I want a new brain, I want a new heart. I'm sick of feeling, failing and falling apart. I want the courage to make a new start. Time after time I flip from finding, failing and falling apart. I want a new brain, I want a new heart. I want the courage. Time after time I flip from finding, failing and falling apart. Oh no, she's never sure. Is it Kansas forevermore? Oh no, she's never sure. Is it Kansas forevermore? Trapped in a metaphor. Is it Kansas forevermore?
So James is most likely some kind of construct of our imagination, we think, because the not needed imaginary friend James.
It's just a group hallucination, right?
Yes.
Hallucination or not, I wish I could hear him because this is weird. He's just not there for me at all.
I
Probably for the
haven't
best,
moved
Pixie.
the players just yet, but
Is
I
he
think we
saying
are
mean
on the
things
battle
about me? Is that why it's for the best? Oh, James, I'll come for you.
All right. Just so then we can make sure we have everybody kind of situated. James, the map is a little off, but if you could just kind of center it. Thank you. Oh shoot, they can see the thing that's under there, can't they then?
We can see a lot right now. I will
hold on,
switch off.
hold on. You don't see that. Anyway.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah. You guys
I'm
should be
not
able to
even
see
looking
that
at the
all.
screen yet, so I literally don't know what's going on.
Well, no, don't worry about it. We're also on ad right now, so anyway.
Yeah, we're on ad.
We're on ad.
We got time.
Anyway, hi everybody, welcome back. Let me take a look. Well, as soon as the ad ends, because I forgot to log in. They cannot see. Okay, perfect. Then I'll put that back there.
We are on another ad for another minute and 33 seconds.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Nope, that's fine. Anyway,
We just wait a minute and 33 and talk because no one else can see this.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
That is entirely reasonable. That is okay. I'm looking at the YouTube right now, and the YouTube looks great, so I think that works perfectly.
What is this treasure bonus chest thing? Boosted treasure bonus?
Yeah, that I was trying to figure that out, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
So quiet without that
Oh, yeah.
friendly Jamesy voice in my head.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You're
yeah.
missing you're missing tons of lore here.
Yeah. James is doing
No.
inappropriate things.
Yes.
And no. Anyway.
I guess it's
it
my
was-
turn then.
No.
You ever seen a man with a beard do a back bend onto a
No.
computer? Because that's what's behind me.
I was about to say,
Sounds
or
painful.
back onto the pile of Gundams.
The Gundams are in front of me, first off. Those are just boxes.
Boxes of Gundams. Anyway.
But
I
literally have like a computer here.
That is a weird computer. Anyway.
Expensive case I did not pay for.
Okay.
Like that it's got like a roll cage just in case you go off road.
It's a special edition in-win case, and I got it for free.
Anyways. As you do this action, we are going to roll for initiative. So, in front of you, there is a very interesting. There's Echo across from you, and as you cast these spells, you can see her concentrate for a second. As from these puddles and these rows of blood, oozes start to sprout from the ground, basically. These creatures of blood and gore start to rise from the ground. Oops. That was that one. That was that one. All right, and let me know when you guys all have your initiatives rolled.
I cannot click on any of the goblins, but
Again?
again.
Why?
Oh yeah, me too.
What? Okay, hold on. Yeah, so the goblin that's on the left is that
Me.
one is Pixie. The other one is Zip. If you could help me out with that, James, thank you. I don't know why that does that. Like, I had them set up properly. Hi, Cat.
I'm also going to use my surprise attack. So I'm going to roll stealth for initiative.
There we go. Thank you,
Um,
James.
Yes. I'm
And
doing
any creatures who haven't acted are flat-footed to me.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
yes.
You should be able to move your character now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to add you in, and I'm going to add your initiative here. And I will add that for Zap as well. Zap, do you want to roll your initiative?
I did. It's a 5.
Woo!
Good job.
Zap 25 and 5 for Zip.
Amazing.
Okay. So we're gonna go down. We're gonna
Like
go to
opposite
order.
ends of the scale.
Other way, you got us backwards though.
Oh, it really? It shows right way for me here.
It's right now. It's showing me as having 25.
Oh yes, I mixed up the characters. You guys did this to me on purpose.
No.
Cordelia and Zip, you're up first.
I love you, Riley.
All right, no, I'm good. Okay, Cordelia, you are up first. Or Cordelia and Zip, you guys share initiative. You guys see these two blood oozes come up from the ground, from these puddles of blood, just to the north of you there. And across the way on an elevated platform, you can see this jar still slowly emptying into the pools of blood, and Echo looking across at you. You two are up first. How would you like to decide who goes first?
I mean, we can rollies, I guess.
Or actually, who has the higher dexterity? There we go. That does it.
I have a 16.
Dexterity. I have 18.
18. Okay. You are up first, then Zip.
Okay. I am going to.
Sorry, I'm up first and then. Oh, I see what you're saying. They're up first
Yep.
and then me.
Yep. Now, are you hidden, Zip, or are you just using stealth as your initiative?
I think I would try to be hidden because right
Okay.
now Cordelia has walked into the room
Yep.
and has gotten Echo's attention. So I feel like Zip would have kind of tried to sneak in behind Cordelia and kind of
Go
got...
ahead and give me a stealth check for... Actually, you know what? I'm going to count your initiative as that.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say currently, nobody is paying attention to you.
Okay. So I'm going to... that was how many? I'm trying to make sure I have, enough distance to shoot my crossbow or at something.
Yep.
Fair.
10. But we do see these like blood things, right?
Yeah, they basically kind of just look like these globules of blood, if you will, like congealed blood kind of bubbling and stuff.
Okay. I'm going to just shoot regular crossbow bolt at the one that's directly in front of me.
Okay, and you will get your sneak attack because it is flat-footed.
Okay. Let's see.
Yep, that definitely hits. And let me just...
Sneak attack is an extra 2d6.
Extra 2d6, okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. So you shoot into it, and as you shoot into it, it is all of a sudden it notices that you're there, and then it starts like let's see, piercing or slashing. Obviously, that's a piercing little thing. So it's like the bolt goes into it and it starts to spew blood, but like a clot almost forms over top of it. You feel like you've done some damage, but some of it has basically stopped it.
Okay.
But you still get to shoot again if you want, because I believe you only moved once.
Correct.
Yeah.
So let's see.
That does hit.
Okay.
And same thing happens again, but I don't think you get sneak attack again. Or do you still have flat-footed for the entire round? What is your ability called?
I have surprise attack. It just says on the first round of combat, if you roll deception or stealth for initiative, creatures that haven't acted are flat-footed to you.
Okay, yep, that would still count.
Okay.
So, I believe this is not like D&D and sneak attack. I believe the wording is not it's let me just pull up the Pathfinder 2e. There's so many things. Sneak attack when your enemy can't properly defend itself. Take advantage. That has flat-footed condition with yep. You just get it. You just you can keep doing sneak attack damage as long as it's still flat-footed.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, well, sometimes. Again, you shoot right into it again, and like a second little kind of clot, if you will, forms. And kind of forms back up.
Okay.
But you have done some damage to it. And I believe that is your 3 actions. Cordelia, it is your turn.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Cordelia, and I'm here to say I'm gonna burn your ass, motherfucker. Booyah, hooray.
Hey.
I'm going to do that because
Fireball?
I cast Fireball, and it will hit all 3 of them, because technically where I center it is within 20 feet. It touches them on one of their tiles.
Oh no. All right.
Oh, yes.
That is going to be reflex saves on all of them.
No.
No.
Oh, sorry, yes. Basic reflex.
Excuse me, sir.
My tree spell says it in the description of the spell. This one doesn't. It has it elsewhere.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, go ahead and roll that attack. Or click that attack.
66 damage coming your way.
Oh no.
25.
25. Yeah, though the amazing. You hit oozes with fire. Guess what? They're not immune. And you shoot out at Echo. Oh my god.
Yes.
My brain.
Goddamn right I do.
Yep. And yeah, you hit. She dodges mostly, and she is okay, but
Isn't it half damage?
it is half damage. Yes.
Okay.
But I just want to read this quickly, just making sure I've gotten the right one. No, wait, what? That's not what I had earlier. That's not what I had earlier. What?
Look at me.
No, I know. No, my page closed.
Oh,
I
fun.
apologize.
I hacked in and I set Echo's HP to exactly 12.
Why would you do this? Sorry, guys. 1 second. Is that the right one? No, that's not the right one. That is not the right one. What? I'm sorry. I don't want to kill you guys. Well, I mean, I kind of do, but you know. That's what I clicked. That's what I clicked. Yep, I found it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, and yeah, so perfect. Got that. That's the page I need opened, not that one, because that one might kill you guys outright, and it wouldn't be fun. So half of 25. Okay. She has taken some damage. But it almost looks like she shrugs off some of that damage.
All right.
Cool. With my final piece of ability,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move so we are not all in one giant freaking clump.
Oh, what? You don't want to give me that? Oh, man.
No. See, here's the nice thing about also being a DM and a player is you can think to remember not to stay in a clump because your DM brain goes, they're in a clump, I'm going to murder them all.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Astrid, you're up.
Okay. Question before I make my move.
Go right ahead.
Dagger throwing range. Oh, 10 feet. Never mind. I see the answer to my question.
Isn't it like 60, 120?
It should be 60.
60? Oh, okay.
I might have entered that incorrectly.
Okay. 60 then. Okay. Oh, I totally threw it over here.
Yeah, you can just throw it.
I could, and I'm going to.
Yeah. And this is your returning dagger, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, my returning dagger. So, I don't have a fear of losing it.
Yeah. Into a blob. You just throw it into a blob. It's like, oh, that was a really expensive dagger.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Amazingly, you do hit.
What? No.
Yeah, no, you do
Because-
hit. Okay. And do you
Also-
have any other abilities that go with that?
It also takes 1d6 persistent bleed damage.
Ooh. Okay, so it's got persistent damage on its turn?
Yeah.
Okay. You will have to remind me about that.
I guess we should roll that one right now.
So,
2.
2. Okay. Perfect.
1. I feel like I'm just looking at my feet real quick. Oh, I get surprise attack on that too.
Okay, so you get that as well. Okay.
Yes.
So go ahead and roll your 2d6.
Yeah. Oh, I could do the numbers right. That's a 4.
Okay, so a little bit of extra damage. Okay. Perfect. The oozes are oozing along. Ha. I am so funny.
You are. Okay, so that's 1 turn.
All right, perfect. Oh yeah, you get multiple attacks. So.
Yeah.
God, rogues are silly in this game.
I can use my predictable against anyone, right?
I think so.
Okay,
Yes.
let me send it to the chat so you can take a peek.
Yes, please. I would love to.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, yeah. So who are you casting that, or who are you using that on?
I would love that on our Bitchinless guy. I mean, Echo.
On Echo? Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Go. That is totally fine. Sense motive, deception, or hard to see it close. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you get +2 AC against her once. Is that correct? Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
plus
yeah. You
two
get a
circumstance.
circumstance for that, or a saving throw. Yep. Perfect.
And can that be paired with nimble dodge as well? Or are those two different
Yes, it can be.
things? Okay. That is good to know.
And so you still have 1 action left because
Yeah.
you've done an attack. You've done that. You
And
have one
I'm moving.
moving. Okay.
Um,
just getting that. Okay, not clumping up for no reason
Yeah.
in particular because
Uh.
I'm not going to do anything weird.
I'm gonna go. Shit, what's my movement speed? I think it's 25. Where do I see my movement speed again?
Your movement speed should be 25.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm gonna go on the edge of the. Oh, I have to say move. Still using the tool.
Yep.
I was
Oh
like
yeah, the
there.
measuring tool. Yep. Okay.
Okay,
Perfect.
and that's my turn.
Perfect. Echo's turn. Echo looks at the battlefield, looks at the 4 of you, and she goes, "You're a little too close," at the goblin in front. And this almost I just want to say, like, from these puddles of blood nearby you, these tendrils come up, and I need you to take a fortitude save.
Okay.
What did you get?
28.
So these tendrils come up to try and grasp and pull you down. But as that happens, nothing really happens. Like the tendrils come up, you're able to just move out of the way, and you're okay.
Okay.
And she does like a kind of thing, and she continues to try to cast her spell. So she continues to basically put her hand over top of the soul phylactery to continue casting her spell. This blood ooze moves up to you now, and because it is its turn, and these pseudopods come flying down at you. What is your AC?
My AC is 22.
22. Well, good news. It didn't crit you.
Okay.
But it did hit you. It hit you for 7 damage.
Okay.
It will then attack you again
Okay.
for its second action. Or sorry, for its third action, I should say. And you said 22?
Yes.
It does hit you again.
Okay.
And it will do 12 damage to you.
Ow.
Yep. How much health do you have, by the way?
I am now at 32.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it. The next one will go, and will move down and kind of sludge its way along. It will have to do, I think, 2 moves. Because it is just an ooze, and it's just like...
Come at me, bro.
Yep. And so it will only get 1 attack on you, but it will still roll.
Is it like the Austin Power scene where it's just like slowly steamrolling towards and like no?
Yeah, exactly. And it rolls actually decently well. What's your AC?
25.
Yep, it hits you.
Damn it.
Yep. And it will deal. Let's see. That's plus that. Ooh, that will deal 14 damage to you.
Ow, jerk.
All right.
14.
Zap,
Okay.
it's your turn.
Okay. I'm just making a quick decision here. All right, let's do this. So, okay. I mean, it has to be. We're gonna throw a bomb.
Yep.
So I'm going to use a moderate alchemist's fire.
Okay.
So So 20, does that hit?
20. Who are you trying to hit?
Oh, sorry. Right here.
Yep. That does hit.
Okay. There's only a 20-foot throwing range on these things, so.
Yep. So you're just like pull out a little lighter of some sort. What is your lighter?
So these ones actually like they break and
this
one in particular breaks
Yeah.
and explodes on contact.
Okay, fair enough.
Which is awesome. We love that.
20 does hit. Yep, you're good. So go ahead and roll
Okay.
the damage.
Under here. Oops, I need to put a space in there.
Move, throw.
Oof, so 2 points of fire damage.
2 points of fire damage.
2 persistent fire damage.
Okay.
And 2 fire splash damage. But because I have the feat crap, which one is it? Is it bomber? Hang on.
I think it might be
Yes, because I have the feat bomber, I can choose that to deal the splash damage only to the primary target instead
Okay.
of the rest of the splash range, so
Cool.
I don't have to worry about hitting my friends.
Okay, cool. Perfect. And you still have 1 action left. Because you moved, you threw a bomb. So I believe that is still just 1 action to throw a bomb. So you go ahead and throw.
Is it?
another
I
one.
wasn't sure. It says
Yeah.
interact and strike.
Yes, that is. I will say that's still just an attack, so that's fine. You will be able to throw one more.
Okay. Let's go with. No, not that one. No, I think it's gotta just be the same one again.
Fair enough.
So, another,
Another firebomb.
yeah, just because these things really are just like a mass of liquid,
Yes.
basically, right?
Yes, they are.
So, like, there's a fair number of things that I'm like, I don't think this would work.
Fair.
About 27.
Yep, hits.
Or I guess it's a 22, right?
It still hits.
I'm just checking on my Pathfinder 2e rules.
Yep.
That's better. So 7, 2,
Perfect.
and 2.
That's a little bit better. Perfect. Yeah, the thing goes up in light, in flame. By the way, one of them had persistent damage on them. That was this one, correct?
No, this one.
Oh, did they both have it? Because I remember somebody had 2 abilities doing it.
Oh, I did one on the creature I hit, which was
Right. So go ahead and roll that d6 because I forgot to do it on its turn.
Can we just mark the token on roll 20?
I think there is a way how to do that.
I thought I rolled for it already. I can roll again. I don't mind.
Oh no, yeah, you already did that this turn. That's fine. Oops, that one should be there. Oh, that one has its health all back now. Why does that one have all of its health back now?
I don't know, man. You're the DM.
No, I know, but I wasn't doing anything. I don't remember what its health was. James, are you messing with things? Okay. Okay, I don't know why that happened. Anyway, there we go. I think that's what it was at. All right. Zip, you are up. You have a giant thing of puddling blood in front of you, basically.
Can I like move to the side of this giant blood ooze? I don't know if opportunities attacks are a thing in Pathfinder, but can I do that without?
Yeah, you can do a sidestep. Like you can still be within its like attack range.
Okay.
Just like in D&D.
Okay. So I'm gonna actually move up here, and although the giant blood ooze is like an issue, Zip is focused on Echo, and he's got an idea. It might be a terrible idea. He's got an idea.
Okay.
And he's going to take his crossbow, and I'm going to use one of my actions to load bottled lightning into my alchemical crossbow.
Okay.
I'm not aiming for Echo. I'm aiming for the soul canister.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
I love it.
All right. Okay. Okay. I have a DC in mind for hitting it.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. So, I will say that you hit.
Okay.
You didn't get much damage on it.
Well, because of the bottled lightning, I now get 1d6 of lightning damage.
Okay.
So 5.
Okay.
But I'm mostly trying to see, can I knock it out of her hand?
So it's basically what's happening is she has her hand and it's bleeding over top of it. She's not holding it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna say.
Then at least I'm gonna see if I can maybe explode it before she completes the ritual. is kind of my other option. Zip has no idea if that's a bad
Okay.
idea or a good idea, but that's what he's going with.
I like this. I like this a lot. So here's what we'll do. Yes, the soul canister, you hit it. You hit it with lightning. It is a pretty fragile thing. And yeah, it shatters.
Ooh.
There are parts of the soul that are released. However, we are going to roll a percentile die. And I am going to give 4... Yeah, there are 4 things that could happen here. So, in quarters, and I will let you roll this D100.
Okay.
So, I will let you know that 75 to 100 is bad.
Okay.
25 or 26 to 50, it might accelerate the ritual she's doing. 1 to 25, ritual is going to quote unquote finish, but it's going to be delayed.
Okay.
And I missed one set of the numbers. What set of numbers?
51 to
51 to 75. And 51 to 75. Well, we'll see what happens with that one.
okay.
Oh gosh, that's never
So
a good sign.
go ahead and roll me that that check.
Okay.
You got this.
YOLO. 47.
So that was the what did I say? The ritual would continue at the pace it's at. So
Yeah.
I will say that basically what happens is you shoot this, you hit the canister, it explodes open as her blood starts to drip onto this like almost oozy, tealish, like liquid soul, if you will. Her blood mixes with it and her eyes widen. And she looks at you and goes, "Kill that goblin." And we'll see what happens on her turn. But
Okay.
she is now focused on you.
It's fair.
Cordelia, you are up. Or no, sorry, that was 2 actions because you did a move thing and then
I did a move and I shot, but it takes an action to load the crossbow with the bomb.
Yep.
So that's my 3 actions. Also, one thing I didn't realize last time I used this alchemical crossbow is that it's 3 shots that now can use the lightning. So I used one on the soul canister. So my next 2 shots as long as I use them within a minute, also deal lightning damage.
Awesome. Perfect. Cordelia, you are up.
Yay.
I'm so excited.
I'm going to move forward ever so slightly. That's not the right button. That's the button I want. Hoots, badoodles. I lied. I'm going back where I was, so I'm not in direct line of sight. Well, no, I didn't. Never mind. I'm going to go over here. And I kind of like do the same thing with my hair where I kind of like pull it out like this and pull a handful of strands out that don't quite look like hair.
Mm-hmm.
They are in fact metal needles. And I'm going to make an attack roll.
Mm-hmm. On.
What do you mean on?
Or who are you attacking?
I'm attacking the lady.
The lady, you're attacking Echo. Okay.
Attacking Echo.
Which should have been obvious.
Aw.
Ignore the oh, maybe I can do it this way. Let's see here.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Okay, so that is a little bit broken
that-
right now.
I was gonna say that's not the right rolling for damage
No,
or
it's not.
attack.
I thought I had fixed
so
that.
I've got
apologize.
I've got a plus 10, so I'm just gonna roll d20 plus 10.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Yeah.
So that's gonna be 23.
23 hits.
Is it a critical or a success?
It is just a success.
Cool. This is a heightened cantrip, by the by.
Okay.
So it is 74
Yep.
as 7 little pieces of metal come running out of my hands. For that's a lot of ones. 17 damage.
That's 2 ones. That's not a lot of ones.
2 is a lot.
Is it? Because I called that a couple.
Now,
Yes.
they are not really special needles, so it's fine. And then they kind of like into her, and then
Yep.
just like acupuncture, they're pulled out
Ooh.
and returned back to in front of me, and I just kind of like tuck them back up in my hair.
Okay. Yep.
And
she pulls back a little bit.
and then I'm going to move out of direct line of sight.
Okay. Just move out of direct line of sight. Okay. Astrid, you're up.
Okay. I first am going to feign.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for
Feint?
that? I don't...
Feign. Like, feign back.
Oh. I was like, interesting roleplay choice.
I'm just gonna feign. Bonk.
do I have to roll for that? I don't actually know.
No, I don't think you have to feign. No.
Okay. So now this guy, if he attacks me, is flat-footed, or he's flat-footed against melee attacks.
Okay.
I'm going to use my lovely dagger on him.
Yep.
Does the 28 hit?
A 28 does hit. These things do not get affected by critical damage, but you
Okay.
can go ahead and roll your 2d6 stealth or sneak attack. That's the one.
That's a 7.
7. Perfect. And so you did a feint. Is that an action to do the feint?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine for right now.
Just when you successfully feign. I think fein's an action, but I don't actually know. I don't think it says anywhere on these.
Feint, Pathfinder 2e. It is just taking a look here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to do a deception check, but it is an ooze.
Okay.
So you have to do a deception versus my perception. So go ahead and roll deception first.
28.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, you critically success against this. So it's until your next turn that it is flat-footed against you.
Okay, excellent.
So you can still continue to attack with that, and it is not an action to do so.
Okay, so it's a free action. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I only did one action then.
Yep.
Flat-footed, does that mean get rid of the negatives?
No. I mean, you're still hitting it. So
Yeah.
it's the critical thing is just its thing that it has.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll attack it again. I love daggers.
Yep.
21?
You hit. Yep.
Oh.
And you get to roll stealth again or a sneak attack again.
2d6 again.
2d6. Yeah.
2d6. Okay, that's a 7.
So another 9. Okay. This puddle is beginning not to be able to like clot itself. Basically, it's starting to deteriorate.
Okay. 1, 2. And then I would like to use predictable on it.
Okay. So to give you that bonus, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then
That is your 3 actions.
yes, I think this one still has. So they both have persistent bleed now.
Okay. Good to know. So go ahead and roll that on both of them.
Okay. Should I roll 2 then? Or oh no, I guess they
roll one.
roll one at
and
a
then
time.
roll
Yeah.
it.
I asked the question. I'm like, no, that's not what you do.
Okay, so we'll do the one in front of you first.
I said that was a 1d6, right?
Yep.
Okay. So then it's a 1.
Yep, 1, and roll the other one.
Could be better, but and a 5.
Okay.
Distribute that as you will. Okay,
Yep,
and we're good.
I have done. All right. Echo is looking at the phylactery, and will use one action to continue to try to bleed into the goo that is still there. And then it will look at the goblin in front of her. And she kind of looks at you, and her eyes roll back, and I will need a will save, please.
Okay.
Let me know what you get.
I got a 15.
Okay. You are paralyzed.
Okay.
And paralyzed, it reads as condition: you are frozen in place. You have a flat-footed condition and cannot recall knowledge. Your senses are still functional, but you can. But only in the areas you can perceive without moving your body.
Okay.
So your body is frozen in place. You have the flat-footed condition.
Okay.
And I think that only lasts for a turn.
Okay.
But it's this thing's turn, and you are flat-footed, so that means that your DC is -2 AC.
Yeah.
At this moment,
So-
as it's so that takes your AC down to what?
20.
20. All right. So the first attack, it hits. You take 15 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's not
Ooh, you are lucky. You are lucky. You take only 10 damage.
Okay.
But I did crit on you. And then it will use its last action. You kind of see oh wait, no, it can't. Never mind. Can't do the thing I wanted it to do. But it will do its last attack. And it misses its last attack. Somehow it misses the goblin that's standing still, it misses. All right, the next pseudopod. By that I mean the other one. What's your AC?
with those, I'm at 27.
27. Second attack actually hits.
Rude.
It rolled decently well. You take 14 damage.
14.
And then the last attack misses horribly.
Okay.
And that is the pseudopod's turns. Zap, you're up.
All right. So I would like to use 2 of my actions to stride twice.
Okay.
Now, as an action, can I pour a healing potion down Zip's throat? Or do I have to or do I have
Love
to
it.
hand like can I just be like open up and like pour it, or do I need to hand it
Well-
to Zip and then he
Okay,
can
so
take it on his
Zip
turn?
is frozen right now. I think Zip is kind of frozen like this. So yeah,
Yeah.
I will allow you to go ahead and pour a potion down his throat.
Okay, so I would like to use my third action then to pour a lesser elixir of life.
Okay.
So let's.
I mean, you guys have definitely done beer bongs, so yes, that
Oh,
is
yeah.
more than.
I feel like Zip at this point is probably used to like understands when paralyzing, like when the spell gets started and he can recognize it and he just knows
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
So that's 16 points of healing.
Oh
16
hell
points of
yeah!
healing. Perfect.
I was at 7.
Oh,
Good. Some perils good. Zip. You are
Okay.
up.
I mean,
So you're just flat-footed. You can kind of move around a little bit, but you are, because paralyzed, the way it reads is it just says that you are flat-footed. Your body is frozen in place. You have the flat-footed condition and cannot act except for to recall knowledge and use actions that only use of your mind. And if I read the paralyzed spell, let me just read this one very quickly here. So yeah, you are paralyzed for 1 round. So
Okay.
you are paralyzed. So you can, you can't really do much this round. I am sorry.
that's okay. Yeah, I don't think I really have anything I can do. I'm not really a spell person or anything.
No,
if
you're not
I
a spell
could.
person or anything like that. So Cordelia, it is your turn, and as your turn ends, Zip, you feel all of a sudden like your body is kind of like regaining its functions.
Okay.
Cordelia,
Sorry doodle.
it is your turn, a doodle.
Yeah, I can tell. How much? How many actions is this? A regular weapon attack is 1 action, right?
Correct.
Cool. I'm not going to do that. I was just curious.
Okay.
I'm just doing math in my head. Hold on a second here. Yeah, I'm how's the one that the 2 are fighting looking?
It's looking a little bit more congealed than the other, but it's still looking pretty damaged.
Cool. Now in Pathfinder, if you don't do your full movement, is it still a full action?
It is.
That's silly. Here, Paizo, that's a dumb rule. If I got 30
You're
movement,
doing
it
a
shouldn't.
move.
Yeah, but if I got 30 movement, I should be able to do all 30 across my
But
turn.
yeah, but yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. So you mean like if you do 20, if you do 5 of your foot and then go back and I will allow you to do that. That is fine.
I was thinking, like, if I moved 10 feet and then attacked twice, can I not move 10 more feet if I have a full
I
amount
will
of
allow
movement
you
left?
to do that. I think that is okay. I will allow you.
I was
that.
gonna
That is-
say I sure as shit hope so. I'm going.
Okay.
Cool. Good. 'Cause when you said no, I was like, wait, what?
Well, I got confused by the wording that you were using there.
It's all good. I'm gonna give you a word that I think you're gonna fucking understand, and it's fireball.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yes.
I'm going to fireball again to hit the two of these bad boys, 20-foot reach, a center between the two of them.
Yep.
So I need them to give me a. There's a friggin' fly 'cause I left my balcony door open today, and it's driving me crazy.
What's your DC?
My spell DC.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you that. My spell DC is 21.
Okay. Yeah. The blood ooze definitely is going to take most of that. Echo was able to move out of the way.
So she takes half.
Yes.
Cool. So this is gonna be 66. So it will be. Ooh, that's
Oh,
a lot of ones.
That is a lot of ones, and I will give
Yeah.
you that.
That's 14. Damn,
Yep.
that's a lot of ones. That's 3 ones.
The
Yeah.
ooze is
One number
slightly
above a
toasty.
3. So yeah, 14 to the one and 7 to the other one, I guess.
Yep. And then you move your rest of your movement. Echo goes, I think you've been getting a little bit lazy with your spells, I see.
As she says this, and I go to turn away, I go, here's something you haven't seen, darling. And as I kind of begin to walk back, my cape, my flowy cape kind of like billows back as 2 large bluebird wings kind of spread from my back.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I go, these come with special abilities too, darling. So I'm still full of secrets. I'm just getting the flames out of the way.
Okay,
will
so
move
then you move the back up there. Astrid, it is your turn.
Okay. I
Go ahead and roll your persistent damage first on both of them. And
Okay.
then so the one in front of you first.
I hit the 6 first though, before the D. So
Okay.
I'm like, that's
we go.
not gonna work.
Nope.
And then 5. So 3 and 5.
Okay, 3 and 5. Okay, perfect. You go ahead on your rest of your turn.
Okay. I am. What do I want to do first? I'm gonna feign again. That's 3 movement.
So you have to roll deception.
Oh yes, I drew my deception. Starts with a D. 30.
Yeah, you get it. Yep. You get your
Excellent.
they are flat-footed.
Excellent. Okay.
The ooze is flat-footed.
I'm going to stabby stab.
Flat ooze.
Flat ooze.
Flues.
Fighting a flues?
Not a floozy, a flues.
30.
You still get your stealth attack because
Yeah.
sneak attack. So go ahead and roll that.
/2. Oh, /R, not /2. I know my rolls, I swear. 9.
Okay. Yep. And you can attack. This thing is hanging on.
Okay, I'm gonna attack it one more time then.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I should use my 2, shouldn't I?
Hits actually, and
Oh no, you can't.
don't need to even roll the 2d6.
Okay.
It had 1 HP left.
Oh, excellent.
So this one, the puddle just goes and just oozes into the rest of the blood, but it is gone.
Kind of like twitch my nose almost as if I think it's like an animal nose and be like, it smells awful.
Yes.
And then I'm going to use a potion of lesser healing on myself.
Okay.
Which are 2d8 plus 4, 15.
Okay.
And I think that's all.
All right. It is Echo's turn.
A little better than what I was at.
As Echo looks around, she breathes in. And she palm strikes the soul jar that's in front of her, starting to bleed massively. Her blood intertwines with the soul that is there. And she screams out, "You will not take this away from me. I will kill all the dragons. I will end the reign of all of them." She lets out this blood-curdling scream as you see the blood around her hand congeals with this soul. And not only that soul, you see from her eyes drains a similar color as tears begin to stream down her face and enter into this blood. And as this happens, the blood all around begins to glow as the egg in front of you begins to glow as well. She collapses to the ground. The ooze in front of her, also, the other ooze collapses. As this liquid begins to climb the small pillar the egg is on, wrapping around it. And you see cracks in this egg as it hatches. But all of this blood and soul magic and time magic begins to wrap around it. This whelpling that was born from this egg begins to change, morph, and grow. And in front of you, no longer stands Echo. No longer the changeling that she once was. But standing in front of you is growing a young bronze dragon. Injured and hurt because that thing that was destroyed and destroyed with lightning basically meant that the health didn't reset. So, standing in front of you now is a aging dragon before you. From a whelpling to a young dragon almost instantly, and slowly growing in front of you. The time magic and this blood magic fused Echo's soul into this dragon. This dragon is not its own being, but it is Echo. It takes a minute to look around, and it roars. And with that, it's Zap's turn, as a dragon is now in front of you, instead of the blood mage.
So Zap is obviously like visibly scared.
Well,
But at the
yes.
same time, she like yells back at this dragon like, you say that like, no, you won't let us take this away from you. You took my moment of triumph away from me. You made me look like a fool in front of the entire city. So no, if you can take that away from me, I can take this away from you.
The
But, like,
dragon looks at
She's shaking as she yells this, like,
In
a small
scared or in
goblin.
anger?
Yeah, a small goblin will not take away my revenge.
oh dear. Okay. Well, let's try.
Oh.
Oh, could I also please get a will check from, let's see, everybody, actually.
28.
28, okay.
Really, Zip?
29.
Really?
Yep. 29.
You just had to one up me, didn't you?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So Cordelia, you're the only one affected. You do have fear. So I believe fear just reads as let me just make sure I got this. What does fear do? It's different than yeah, you get frightened 1 is what it's called. And frightened 1 frightened 1 is you just take a penalty to your DCs, basically.
Oh, okay.
Just a penalty of 1.
Okay.
All right. Other than that, yeah. Go ahead and
Yep.
zap.
So, I'm just gonna go like 2 bombs, one after the other.
Okay.
The 27
And then 23.
and-
Oh, right. 27 for the first one. Yep.
Yeah.
And
So 27
Yep,
and a 30.
yep. You both hit both. No crits.
Okay.
Isn't it 2d4?
Each one of them is 1d8. So
Oh, each one of them is 1d8.
I
Yep.
rolled them separately, but then also each of those is going to do 1 persistent bleed damage.
Okay.
So 2 persistent bleed damage.
Okay.
And also 2 slashing as splash damage. The original 5 is slashing damage as well.
Okay. Got it. Perfect. So you throw these 2 bombs and you still have 1 action left. Are you just gonna kind of just move out of the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna back up right against the wall here. for
Yeah.
now.
So you just back up right away. That's a dragon. Oh, you move zip. So one.
Oh, sorry.
Whoop. There you go. All right. There we go. Zip. You're up. A dragon just appeared in front of you.
Cool.
It just kind of grew from a small whelpling. But I don't know if you heard, but when you destroyed the phylactery thing, you caused it so her HP did not reset.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay.
However, will it take lightning damage damage as the type of dragon it is? Is it immune to lightning damage as a bronze dragon?
That is a good question.
Give me a unspecific lore, which is a that is basically just basically a straight up intelligence check.
Okay.
21. That is kind of what you needed. It will take full lightning damage.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to hit it with my crossbow.
Okay. 29 hits.
Okay, and then it was 1d6 of lightning.
Okay.
So 3 points of lightning.
Okay. 6 damage total. Okay.
And then it's a 20 to hit.
20 misses.
Okay. And then for my final action, I'm gonna follow, run away to the wall.
Back away up to the wall. Yep. Cordelia, you are up. The goblins twins are just like,
Nope. Very large, and we are very small.
Yep.
Noted. Well, I've got a dragon in the center. I see.
Yep.
I will move down a bit. And then I'm going to cast out a sudden blight.
Okay.
And I go, wah! And the ground around it kind of begins to rot and decay.
Okay.
Any bit of moisture is gross. Any bit of plants are dying. The pool of blood.
Yeah, I was about to say she's surrounded with blood, so it almost like is like the blood begins to rot around her.
It mostly affects plants, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
It needs to make a. Oh, this is. Hold on. I need to take a basic fortitude save.
Okay. What happens if it succeeds or fails?
If it fail, hold on.
I was gonna say if you can just click the spell too.
Oh, it's just 2d10 negative damage.
Oh, 2d10 damage. Okay.
2d10 negative damage is the damage.
Oh, negative is a type of damage. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Yeah, they wouldn't have to be inflicted with a disease, would they? Is this a disease causing them to?
No, it is not a disease causing them to become a dragon.
Okay, that's a 13.
Okay. It takes the damage. It takes some damage, I should say.
You're god dang right it does.
And you have one action left.
I mean, I don't have much else I can do. So that's call me.
Okay. Astrid, you're up.
Okay. Is invigorating fear reaction?
Can you share?
No. Yeah, of course.
Invigorating fear. It is a trigger.
Okay.
No, it has to be. You are invigorated by the shock of a prank or a thrum of terror. So
Okay,
no.
so it has to do.
Yeah, you have to prank somebody or you have to scare somebody.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's on something right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it worked both ways.
No. Oh, nope, never mind. I misread that. And yep, nope, you were within 60 feet. So yes, you do get it.
Cool.
Oh, weird. I read it differently on a different page. That was my own fault on that one.
Creatures level or 3, whichever is higher.
You gained 5.
5? Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a reaction, so it doesn't count.
Nope, it doesn't count towards
Perfect.
anything.
Okay. I'm gonna fiend as well.
Okay. So you have to roll deception.
Deception. Yeah. Cool. Oh, that's not a good one.
Let's see here. No, it does not go off.
Damn it. Okay, that's okay. I don't really care.
Oh, sorry. Nice click. There we go.
I am going to throw my. Yeah, I'm gonna throw my dagger.
Okay.
This is a dragon, but it's really echo. Let's be real here. Does a 22 hit?
A 22 does not.
Damn it. Okay, I don't know what she's gonna do, so I'm gonna use another healing potion. I don't want to be caught without hit points. If you know what I mean.
Yep, I do. And then are you gonna move for your last one, you think?
I was gonna use predictable for my last one.
Okay.
To be honest.
That is fine.
So I get another 10 points back.
Okay. So the dragon roars and runs up to the edge over here. And it will use its breath weapon on both of the goblins. Rare.
Poor goblins.
4 goblins. Go ahead and give me a reflex save, you two.
Hooray! Good thing that's
26.
Good thing that I've got the clumsy condition.
It's only -1.
Yeah. Okay.
26.
We match.
26. You match. Cool. You guys will only take half. So you guys take 15 damage. As it moved up and did that, its turn is done. And as it roars, you just hear like the amalgamation of like 2 different voices making this noise. It's as if Echo and this dragon are fighting in this body, and Echo is currently winning. Very much so winning, even. And also at the end of its turn, you see it grow a little bit more. As if the time magic on it still hasn't worn off fully.
Oh, fun.
Nothing else has happened yet. Don't worry, it hasn't gone up a size or category or anything yet. Yet. Zap, it's your turn.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Just a dragon.
Oh dear. Okay, Alright, well, I'm gonna start by throwing my last Alchemist's Fire.
A
Oh.
14 will miss.
That's gonna be a total waste of my last alchemist fire.
Yep.
Damn.
Do you have any of those blight potions?
I do. That's what I'm looking at right now. I was also just seeing if there's maybe something that would like.
Throw the mysterious potion at the dragon.
Oh no.
What could go wrong?
Please don't.
I'll make it a percentile die.
Okay, no, we're going to quick alchemy
Mm-hmm.
a goo grenade,
A goo grenade. Okay.
and let's see. Step 1, roll.
Step 1 roll. Oh no.
23
23.
hits.
23 hits.
Okay.
So what does a goo grenade do?
Okay, so step 1, very minor. 5 acid damage.
Okay.
2 persistent acid damage.
Okay.
2 acid splash damage.
Okay. So -4 more. Okay.
5-foot circumstance penalty to speed.
Okay.
A goo grenade is a flask filled with a fast-growing, short-lived alchemical ooze. When you hit a creature with a goo grenade, that creature takes persistent acid damage and a circumstance penalty to its speed from the clinging goo. The target can end any penalties, condition, and persistent damage caused by the bomb by escaping or spending a total of 3 interact actions to pry themselves free of the ooze.
Whoa. Okay.
These interact actions don't have to be consecutive. Other creatures can provide the action as well. I gain a +1 item bonus to attack rolls against them, I guess. Looks like.
Yep.
And the escape DC is 17.
Got it. Perfect. And
We're
then you
on
have
ad
one
break, by
action
the way.
less. That's fine. We only have about 10-15 minutes left in this anyway, so
Isn't quick alchemy an action though? And then
I think it is, yes.
And I've thrown 2 bombs.
Then they threw it out. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Zip. You're up.
Okay. I'm just gonna do quick and easy crossbow bolts at the dragon.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. 25 hits, 8 damage.
Okay. Nothing added to it because I am out of my.
You
bottled
still
lightning.
have. I thought there was still one more. You only did it twice. It was supposed
Okay.
to be
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll. Okay.
Oh, another 4 damage.
Damage. Okay. Or sorry, not 12 damage. Jesus.
And then
18 will miss.
okay. And last one.
9 will miss.
That's fair. It was a reach, but I had nothing else I could do, so I figured I'll just try 3 times.
Fair enough. Cordelia, you are up.
Okay.
Echo is looking haggard. I will say that.
So am I.
Oh no.
Okay, I
I
got you.
move forward with my my wings and my cape trailing behind me
Mm-hmm.
as I kind of run up at it,
Yep.
and I go, "Ugh, you're right, darling. My spells are a little boring today, aren't they?" And my nails, I just go and I basically like whatever that friggin' X-Men is, where their nails go super long.
Meg from Family
Um,
Guy?
No. So I get these really long nails, and I'm gonna move in for two
Yeah.
flashy boys.
2 slashy boys.
So that's 1d20 plus. Wait, what is my plus on this? Oh, it's just a regular attack, and my attacks are plus 11. So 1d20 plus 11. So
Ooh, 16 definitely does not hit.
okay, the next one. One, 1, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yep. The scales are a lot harder than you think.
Fucking apparently.
But you did a move and your 2 attacks, so Astrid, it is your turn.
Yes. I think we know my first thing.
Yep. You're gonna roll the deception.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I almost hit the wrong button. That's not the best. Probably gonna fail.
Nope. You do not get it.
That's okay. I am gonna use my quick draw to switch out my. No, actually, it doesn't matter if you switch weapons. It just has to be the same creature, right?
Yes.
Okay. We're good. Okay. First, I'm going to throw my dagger at her.
Whip it.
Oh, that's not gonna hit.
Nope.
And they're gonna switch it out for my coat. Oh, I have to move first. I'm gonna move, so I'm within range.
Okay.
So I have to go here. Okay, yeah. Just gonna move a little, and then try and shoot her with my coat pistol.
Okay.
Is a 18 doesn't hit either.
Does not hit.
Okay, those are
Alright.
my 3. I moved.
Actions. Okay. Echo's turn. She looks to the witch at her side and goes, "Those are pretty feathers. I can't wait to devour them." And she will attack. What's your AC?
20.
20. Bump, bump, and bump. 2 out of her 3 attacks hit.
Okie donkle.
So first attack that hits will deal that's not 18 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second attack that hits will deal that was 12 damage.
Cool. Are these melee attacks?
They are melee attacks.
Cool. As she kind of lashes out at me on that second attack, my cape kind of like flows in front of me, and the leaves on it, they turn into like little like Venus flytraps.
Mm-hmm.
And they lash out as I get attacked.
Ooh, cool.
And I need them to make a reflex saving throw of DC 17.
DC 17 reflex. Fails.
Cool. I'm going to deal a critical or regular fail?
Regular fail.
Cool. I'm going to deal 1d4 piercing damage. For another
Yeah!
It's my 13th one today.
Yep. Zap, your turn.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
What?
No, that's not my turn. I'm done.
No, you're done. Fair enough. Zap, it
It's
is
not
your
my
turn.
turn.
All right. Is giving an item to another person one action?
Yes, I would say that is.
Okay. So I'm going to give Zip another one of those healing potions
Okay.
to use on his turn, and then we're gonna try a couple of blight bombs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Nope.
18 misses.
There we go.
That hits.
One of them will anyway.
Yep.
All right, so that is 2 points of poison damage.
Okay, and what was the persistent damage on it still?
Oh, it
was
had
like total.
2 persistent damage on it,
Okay.
and I'm about to add more persistent damage to it.
Jesus! Alchemists are just like, hey, guess what I like? Dots.
Yes.
Yeah. More dots. More dots.
More dots.
All
more
the dots.
More dots. Minus 50 DKP.
Oh my god. Okay, so I said minus 50 DKP to somebody the other day, and they were like, what? And I was like, oh, right. Right. Specific reference. Anyway, the persistent damage, does it only inflict, like, the times after, or is it the first time too?
I will say I think it's the first time too.
Okay.
So how much is the persistent damage on that?
2
more, okay.
And then 1 poison
Jesus.
splash damage.
Yep. Oh my gosh. The persistent damage you guys have is hilarious. Like, that is such a funny thing.
Love persistent damage.
Zip, you are up.
Okay. I'm going to walk forward
Okay.
because now Echo is being flanked by Cordelia.
Yes.
So if I hit her with my dagger, I can get sneak attack.
Correct.
Before I attack, I am going to take my healing potion.
Okay.
Okay.
So you get 1 attack.
Let me just 3d6 plus 6.
Okay.
6 plus 6.
Okay.
18. Okay.
And then I am going to roll my attack for my third action. Let's see.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Yep, even with the flat. But Cordelia, you are up.
You're goddamn right I am.
The dragon is flat-footed.
Meaning,
Minus 2 to the AC.
cool. I'm gonna do a thing.
Okay.
Now, what that thing is, well, that's a great question. I had a plan and it just slipped my mind. So, how's it looking?
Very injured. It doesn't have much.
Very injured. Cool. Like how injured?
If you want to spend an action to take a look at a perception check.
No, I don't want to do that. I'd really rather not.
Oh, I can't take away your action economy.
No. Kill you. Blend it. Fuck it, just because it's funny. First, I'm going to drink use an action to drink my wine of the blood,
Okay.
which will heal me for 2d10 hit points. And it counteracts any negative emotion, removing the fear from me.
Okay.
And I gain a +1 status bonus to all will saves and a +2 to all emotion effects for 1 minute.
Okay.
I'll start by healing myself. Those 2d10. That's going to be 11. Man, my rolls are shit today.
Okay.
Oh, my health reset. Sorry, last turn you dealt... I was at 18, right? Okay, so
Yeah,
18,
yeah.
so I'm at 29. And then as she like kind of says this cocky thing to me about my nails, I go, well, darling, I've got something that's a little bit larger than a fucking nail. And I'm going to raise a tree.
Trees.
Yes.
And like behind, just this like tree sprouts
Double
up. And it just is falling over.
It's a reflex save, right?
It is a basic reflex save.
Failed its reflex save.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Go ahead
I'm
and
gonna
roll your
do my
damage.
damage. This better be good. Oh! Finally!
Nice.
Nice.
When you needed it
Yeah.
the most.
Out of my 4d4s, 3 of them were 4s.
Oh my god.
So that's 15 damage as a
Yep.
tree clonks it on the skull.
Oh my god, I can't believe I failed that 8 DC. That it has good reflex. Okay, yeah, no, tree comes down, smashes against Echo, like battering one of its wings. It is on the stoop of death.
Did they fail or critically fail?
It cannot. Actually, hold on. Critical fail is by 10, correct? It cannot It cannot.
We have a raid. There's a raid.
Oh, we have a raid?
Yahoo! Hi.
Oh, hello. Oh, thank you very much for raiding, guys. we are
Oh,
just finishing off a
Grimforge.
dragon at the moment. Thank you very much, guys,
Hello,
for the raid.
Grimforge.
Hello, hello, hello.
We love Grimforge.
We
Yes.
do love Grimforge.
If you weren't here, I just conjured a tree to fall down on someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's kind of all I'm doing nowadays. Apparently, that's my new thing. Tree.
You
Yeah, it's
smacked a
falling-
bronze dragon with a tree, so that
Yeah.
does make it a little bit more epic.
Yeah.
With almost
all right.
perfect damage.
So that was one action.
So what? Sorry,
correct?
was it a critical fail?
It was not a critical fail. No.
Okay, then it's not knocked for a loop.
No, it's not.
Wah, 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 wah.
Bwamp. Was that 1 or 2 actions on you?
That was a heal and my timber, which we learned last week is 2 actions, which is unfair because I should be allowed to raise 3 trees on my turn.
No, you shouldn't be allowed to raise 3
Yes.
trees on your
Yes,
turn.
you should.
Anyways, as I conjured this tree and it kind of clonks into their skull,
Yeah.
I just kind of look like, darling, you're at your end. Give up now. If you don't want to give up, I have no problem letting these little goblins wring your fucking throat. Each of them can put the little hands together and create a full circle of 4 hands. And as they do it, the wolf will pump some stones down your throat to really clog it up, to make it breathing even harder.
Echo just roars at you.
You dumb, dragony bitch.
Astrid, it is your turn.
And I'll end my turn.
You don't have any
Uh,
actions.
So is it flat-footed against me?
Yes.
Okay.
It would
perfect.
be if you ran up to it, it would be flat-footed.
Oh, if I ran up to it.
Yeah. To stab something in the back.
Sure.
Well, that depends. If you've got a 40-foot dagger,
It is. I can throw it 60 feet. Yeah.
Sorry, she's not playing Sephiroth.
Aww.
look. My new
So what
weapon,
you're
40-foot
saying-
dagger. hidden in a bag of holding.
Yeah.
The 40-foot dagger named
The
the
bagel.
cover band.
So what
Yeah.
you're saying is either I go up to it and
Because
stab,
it's flat-footed.
or
Yes.
I can try my fiend first.
Yes, you can try
So
your
I don't
feint
have
first.
to go through it.
Yes. Yes, if you do not want to step up to the dragon. Don't worry about it. You got it.
I got it? Okay.
Yeah, even with your base, everything, you're fine. You got it.
Yay!
I rolled a 1.
I love that. Thank you.
Yep.
I would also like to demoralize it.
She just got smashed by a tree. I'm pretty sure she's pretty demoralized at this
Good.
point.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
add
make
more
it
to
worse. Make it
'cause
worse.
I'm
You're
annoyed
demoralizing
that
the DM at this point. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
she's using this poor dragon to try and. I don't care how mad she is at these people or the dragons. Like, you don't use its own kind, a baby, to take it down. That's just
No.
no. So I have to intimidate it.
Okay.
28, and it has to make what's it, DC saving throw, something like that.
Yep.
I guess the
it-
target's will DC.
The will DC. It failed.
Just regular fail.
Yep, just regular fail.
Okay, so it has the frightened 1 then.
Okay. So as this dragon is starting to cower around 2 goblins, a kitsune, and a witch bearing down upon it with blue bird wings. This is a very colorful group. I'm realizing there's lots of colors in this.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your attack roll.
Okay, excellent. I have my pistol in my hand, so I'll do that one first.
Okay.
Even though it's a free action. It's 21 hit.
With a flat-footed, yes.
Yes.
You can roll also your sneak attack on it as well. Because it
Excellent.
is
Okay.
flat-footed.
I will roll that one
That's
first.
2d6.
Yeah. So it's a 3.
So, as you take the shot, the bullet leaves your gun, swirls around, and it turns as it hears the shot,
Oh no.
and it enters Echo's eye, and Echo falls flat dead. Echo is dead. The bronze dragon in front of you
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For Zip to like steal at least like some teeth or
after
something.
I'm gonna say a couple of hours of this pyre burning, you're able to just kind of pull the skull out from the fire.
Nice.
And you have this pristine skull because, let's be honest, you disinfected it and everything, and we find ourselves a few days later because we're going to do a bit of a recap here. Because I realize that there's a lot to be kind of said, and we only have a few minutes left in our stream here. The city of Carcosa, mostly unaware of what happened. The skull of the bronze dragon, minus a few teeth, because they were just missing, is given to the Bronze Empress. And a day of mourning is held for the unborn, or well, actually, I guess the born ruler that did not have a chance to breathe, if you will. The Bronze Empress will be the last of her line, in the sense of a pure bronze dragon. So, in a sense, Echo was kind of successful. But in a sense, she wasn't. For there are other dragon kingdoms out there. Astrid returns to her family. And what would Astrid do once this quest is completed?
Unsure if she would tell them that she was there
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like made the death
Keep to
shot.
the secrecy.
Yeah. But she would definitely like hug her father and her brother.
Okay.
Because yeah, she could have died.
She could have died.
She's
you
lucky
did-
the dragon didn't go after her.
Yeah, you went up against a bronze dragon, and lived. Zip and zap. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, and then I was just gonna say, despite kind of like in the secrets, I think she would try and be more involved now with what her family does.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So we can say that you kind of start to work with the family to do more of the diplomat type things in Carcosa.
Yeah.
Zip and zap. You gain a pardon. A very different kind of pardon because, well, yeah, you did your job and nobody's really happy that this happened the way it did, but you were asked to blow up a tower and magic was used to swap where the bombs were. And they can't blame you for that. But you are given a full pardon and your business is restored.
I feel like we would probably like offer to like help either fix up the old tower or build like a new tower and be kindly turned down.
Yeah, the royal architect just kind of looks at you and goes, no, thank you, but please no. No explosives anywhere near this tower, please.
I wouldn't blow it up. It didn't have to be explosives. We can build stuff too, but I understand.
Thank you. Now leave.
And then I think that like I don't know, I think that Zap would want to start like in addition to the normal work building a line of like other types of weapons combined with explosives. Like
Okay.
I think like the explosive vampire stake was just the start.
Yes, of course.
So
you also...
explosive silver bullet snacks, like just like working through it.
Yeah, there's also the exploding garlic bomb that you've also developed, and other kind of I'm trying to think of other type of creature destroying type things there are out there. But yeah, you start developing grenades and bombs that are designed specifically to kill monsters. Yeah, that's brilliant. Zip, do you have anything to add for that?
Well, one of the first things Zip's going to do is he's definitely going to sell that bouquet of glass roses.
Oh, that's
he
right, that he
got-
stole from Damien, yes.
Yes, because as pretty as they are not going to live through Zip and Zap. They
No.
leave broken so fast.
Yes.
So that's
very
the
much
first
so.
thing he does. I think he's kind of actually gonna, especially with the way the government is going to treat them and stuff now, that they're gonna be like a little bit more hesitant to work with them. I feel
Mhm.
like Zip might kind of fall back more into the rogue thievery
Oh.
rather than, because for so many years he's relied on the diplomacy and working with the government and being the head of the company, but seeing how the government treats him and how he kind of used his contacts to do this, I think he's going to kind of go back, not quite underground, but kind of working that way.
Nice. Awesome. And then Cordelia and Damien.
Yeah. So
what's
did we manage to get a boat?
yes. You guys got a boat, and Damien is currently in the cargo hold. Well,
In a coffin.
In a coffin.
Right. Perfect. So as this boat is prancing along, I give it some new instructions. Quick
The
stopover.
boat. Okay.
The boat. Not far. It's just a little bit over, something along the way. I spot a little thing, and I instruct some people of the crew with a little bit of coin to make an action for me, do something for me, and it's in the night, and as the boat continues on its way, I throw a rock that knocks the door of Damon's coffin, and as Damon kind of like opens the lid to see what's going on, he sees me standing on a boat, floating away from him, and Damon finds himself on a very tiny little island, and I am holding the dirt that was inside his coffin, and I say, "Darling, as much as I would love to have you back, and I do, you still need to pay for the dumb shit that you did. So, I'll be back in 6 months. Ta-ta-ta." And I leave him on this island, awaiting my arrival in 6 months to pick him up.
So, this is kind of a perfect little scene leaving. As the boat is sailing off, you, for the first time in a very long time, escape the smog of Carcosa. The city of progress, of grime, of crime, and of dragons, setting forth to one of the other continents of this world. Another problem for another day, but as the sun slowly rises, there's a smile across your face. As you know, one day you'll go and grab him, but it's not a bothersome right now.
What is 6 months to a vampire, darling?
Exactly. So thank you very much, players, and Twitch and YouTube, for watching The City of Carcosa Act 2. This was a voyage into Pathfinder 2e. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I look forward to telling another story here one day.
And what's coming up next?
Coming up next is going to be a bit of an interesting game on Monday nights. We have the Avatar Legends TTRPG being hosted by Neon. And I believe that's a 3 or 4 episode arc. 3 episode arc. I have been informed by the voiceless body that is in our heads.
Not in mine anymore.
Or not in Pixies anymore for some reason. But thank you all so very much. And we look forward to playing in those games. And again, we're going to be writing out to somebody here, I believe. we are going
Yep.
to join our friend Paladin Archives for their world record attempt. I believe they're at day what right now? Day 4 or 5. So, yeah, they're going to be doing this for 24 hours every day for, gosh, a few more weeks. Yeah, and you'll see a bunch of the Logomancy people there, and yeah, we'll go from there. But thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye! Oh, apparently we got 5, 4, 3, 2. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Bye! We are rated over. Let's go. Yep. Awesome. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys had fun.
Yes.
And,
So much fun.
Oh, I forgot my coffee.
Good.
It was great.
Uh,
If you ever need Chaos Goblins.